that Bills fans had circled on their calendars since May. And when a season opener is also a home opener for Bills fans, it's a day that is second only to Christmas morning. Another Bills playoff run was ended prematurely by the eventual Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs in last year's AFC divisional round. The club collectively turned the page, said goodbye to many important veteran players who were part of their 5 consecutive playoff runs from 2019 to 2023. Names like Mitch Morse, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White, Gabe Davis, and Stephon Diggs. The roster is younger, more athletic, and admittedly maybe a little more inexperienced. We just heard GM Brandon Beane in the pregame interview admit it is a team in transition, but there is a core of talented players still on this roster that believe they are every bit the AFC contender they've always been, despite a bit more offseason turnover on the roster than we've seen in some time. Eric, good to be back with you again, but what is your take on that contention?
Yeah, team in transition doesn't mean a team that's rebuilding. It doesn't mean that this is necessarily going to be a down year for the Bills. You said it perfectly. Yes, while there is some inexperience, there's maybe even more upside with many of these younger, fresher bodies that we have out there for the Bills, and I'm excited to see them in their first action here in Highmark Stadium today.
And change not only took place on the roster, but on the coaching staff as well. Chief among those changes, 2 new play callers on offense and defense. Joe Brady takes over full-time as an offensive play caller after serving as interim OC over the final 7 regular season games and 2 playoff games. Bills went 6-1 down the stretch, won the division in the last week of the regular season, knowing we saw virtually nothing in terms of Brady's plans in the preseason. Eric, what do you expect to see from Buffalo's offense this season in terms of an identity?
Yeah, I think we're going to see some new wrinkles that we didn't even see at the end of last year. Joe Brady said it himself that it was essentially installing a new playbook. When you take over for Ken Dorsey mid-year like he did, you just have to keep all the terminology the same. You have to make it easy on the guys. Yes, there was some game plan specific stuff each week that Joe Brady would implement, but I think as we see this year, it's going to look like a new offense at times. I think they're week to week going to try to establish the run, especially if that's a weakness for the other team, which we might see here today against the Cardinals. I think you're going to see some more easy throws for Josh, some easy game plan specific calls to get him some easy completions. And then, yes, you want to utilize Josh's big arm, some of these young talented receivers, and allow them to make some plays down the field.
And then quickly, Babbage on the defensive side. He's been under McDermott for 12 years as an assistant, both in Carolina and Buffalo. Similar approach should we expect from him that we saw from McDermott last year?
Yeah, I would assume that the majority of the schemes, the lineup for the Bills defense and how they align on each play, that's going to be very similar to what we've seen from a Sean McDermott defense. Maybe some different wrinkles as far as some blitz packages. We'll see if we get to the dime package that we saw at the end of last season when Matt Milano was out, but all of that's yet to be seen.
There is a new face on special teams as well, and he was the latest addition to the roster just over a week ago. For more on that, we go down to our sideline reporter, Sal Capaccio.
Yeah, guys, that's right. Brandon Codrington comes to the Buffalo Bills from the New York Jets. He is a rookie punt returner. He can also handle kickoff duties, but the Bills specifically traded for him as a punt returner. Here's a sideline report brought to you by Richmond Vona. Personal injuries attorneys, when the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona, and he's going to be put right into the wind today. It was really interesting when he was traded to the Bills guys that day. I said, hey, what's the windiest you ever fielded a punt in a game? He said, actually, today would have been. And I'm going to tell you, that day wasn't as windy as it is today.
Yeah, it's going to bear watching for sure. Another player who will be under the microscope today, Sal, Dorian Williams, who in his second NFL season will be the player who fills the void in the absence of Matt Milano, who will be out until at least December after a biceps injury.
Look, it's not a good thing losing Matt Milano. No one's going to say that. But if you're looking for a silver lining, Dorian Williams did this last year. He had to play. Now, granted, they had other guys they used. Terrell Dodson was here as well. But he has experience now. He's been in that room next to Terrell Bernard for a year. They went 12 games without Matt Milano last year. Dorian Williams, from what I saw him in training camp, guys, he really cleaned himself up as far as slowing it down a little bit, making sure he takes proper angles, not overrunning the play. But in coverage, that's still going to be an area where I think the Cardinals are going to test him today, and we'll see what the Bills plan on those key third down situations.
And then finally with an active Sal, good news on Mitch Trubisky. He'll be the number 2 QB today, recovered from his knee injury, but a late injury add Dewan Smoot, and a surprise inactive on the offensive line.
Yeah, surprise inactive is Ryan Vandermark. I think this says way more about Tylon Grable, the rookie draft pick from UCF, than it does about Ryan Vandermark. The Bills very much like Ryan Vandermark. I think this shows how much they also love Tylon Grable to, in this case, it looks like beat the swing tackle, actually, guys, for Deion Dawkins and or Spencer Brown, who just got a contract extension. And then, of course, you mentioned Dewan Smoot. That's a big loss along the defensive line. Dewan Smoot can play inside, he can play outside. The Bills like to have a lot of flexibility there, so they elevated Cameron Klein. Last year, I talked to Aaron Cromer about Cameron Klein because he's the offensive line coach, and he said, Sal, he's a really good player and could probably play for a lot of teams in this league.
Will Clapp, the veteran offensive lineman, also up today. It's expected he would serve as a backup center in case there's an injury to starting center Connor McGovern. Sal will catch up with you shortly after kickoff. Thanks very much. We'll step aside here, but have Eric's keys to the game coming up shortly. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
After an accident, life can be scary, stressful, tricky. You need Richmond Vona to help navigate the process. The team at Richmond Vona provides high levels of support so you get the settlement you need and the new beginning you deserve. When the unexpected happens, expect.
What's up, Bills fans? How we doing today? Let's get it. Stefan, I like that prediction. 27-13 for the Bills. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? It is week 1 of the NFL regular season. I'm excited for football season to kick up, especially with how those Jays have been doing lately. But hey, we're here to cheer on the Bills. Welcome, everybody. Great to see you, Mushroom, Stefan, TSI Tim, live and in person right at Orchard Park behind us. And who else we got here in the chat so far today? Love it. Got 36 people in the chat, 12 likes. Joe Anderson, how you doing, Joe Anderson? Great to see a Cowboy as well. Let's get to back to the pregame here. I just wanted to say, hey, thank you all for coming in. I got to turn my light on here. And we'll see you guys in the chat in a little bit. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button like somebody just did, number 37,238. We're on the road to 40K. Let's get there by Leaf season, starting up at the end of September here in a couple weeks. Big challenge, Bills fans. Let's go.
.com/careers to learn more and apply. Freed Maxick. Trust earned.
Are you in need of a top-notch construction and industrial supplier? Look no further than Haynes Supply Inc. right here in Buffalo. Whether it's made-to-order lifting slings, pro-quality tools, or personal protective equipment to keep your team safe, we've got you covered. Haynes Supply stocks the top brands and manufacturers you need to keep your jobs running smoothly. Haynes Supply is your go-to for all your rigging, tooling, and safety needs. Haynes Supply, from our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
If you've been crossing the border with a DWI or other offense on your record, make no mistake, you've been lucky.
Jamie Fiegel of Fiegel Car and Joyce.
Eventually, the truth will come out, and you could end up in an embarrassing situation with friends, family, or even coworkers. Let our team at Fiegel Car and Joyce ensure that your past doesn't impact your future ability to cross the border into Canada.
Call Fiegel Car and Joyce at 810-2121 or at yourborderattorneys.com. The Buffalo Bills pregame show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Houghton University. Discover a surprisingly affordable Christ-centered university right here in New York.
By Verizon, the official 5G network of the Buffalo Bills.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
And by Haynes Supply. From our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you as we get set for Bills Cardinals. Back in January, GM Brandon Beane said we have to nail this draft class. He knew the impending salary cap casualties the roster was going to endure, and it appears on the surface that this year's draft class will collectively play a more prominent role in terms of on-field contributions right from the jump this season. That is Eric Wood's University of Knowledge this week, brought to you by Houghton University. Discover a surprisingly affordable Christ-centered university right here in Western New York. So, Eric, how do the rookies adjust to regular season game speed and maybe some NFL debut nerves?
Yeah, it's going to be a step up in speed from them from the preseason, going from college to training camp, step up in speed, training camp to preseason, then preseason to regular season football games is another step up. I felt like as I gained more experience in the league, the game slowed down, especially early in games, and they're going to have to adjust to it here today. Now, you can mask some of that for these rookies, put them in easier positions early in the game, and I expect Sean and his experienced staff to do just that.
We move ahead now to Eric's keys to the game, brought to you by the Western New York Ford dealers and the all-purpose affordable Ford Bronco Sport. What are the keys against this upstart Cardinals team?
Yeah, first off, the Bills need to stop the run. This is an Arizona team that comes in as an underdog. They're going to want to suck the life out of this game and run the football. Last year, they were second in the NFL yards per carry, fourth in the NFL in rushing yards per game, and I expect them to test this Bills defense early on the ground. Number two, for the Bills, conversely, they're going to try to establish the run themselves and let that set up some of the bigger plays down the field and not try and force it. The wind could play a factor today in the pass game, so having an efficient running game is going to be key today, and this Arizona defense really struggled against the run last year, last in the NFL in yards per game. And number three, in a game where you're a favorite at home, you got to protect the football. If the Bills can play turnover-free football or really limit it to one or less turnovers, the Bills should be victorious here today.
Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers. First for the Bills offense.
Matt Collins, wide receiver.
Deion Dawkins, offensive tackle, Temple University.
Dave Edwards, guard, Wisconsin. Connor McGovern, offensive line, Penn State.
Osiris Torrance, guard, University of Florida.
Spencer Brown, Northern Iowa, offensive tackle.
Dalton Kincaid, tight end, Utah.
Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
James Cook, running back, Georgia. Khalil Shakir, wide receiver, Boise State.
Curtis Samuel, wide receiver, The Ohio State University.
And now for the Bills defense.
AJ Epinesa, defensive end, Iowa.
Ed Oliver, defensive tackle, University of Houston.
Daquan Jones, defensive tackle, Penn State.
Gregory Rousseau, defensive end, University of Miami.
Dorian Williams, linebacker, Tulane University.
Terrell Bernard, linebacker, Baylor.
Taron Johnson, cornerback from Weber State.
Russell Douglas, cornerback, West Virginia University.
Christian Benford, defensive back, Villanova University.
Taylor Rapp, safety, University of Washington.
DeMar Hamlin, safety, University of Pittsburgh.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Let's take a moment to honor the brave men and women of our military and thank them for all the sacrifices they have made to keep us safe. We salute you. This salute is proudly presented by Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time. The coin toss and opening kickoff are coming up. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
I'm Ross Salino. Choose a law firm carefully. If 6 different firms handled your case, it would likely result in 6 different outcomes. That's just how it works. The compensation you receive really depends on the lawyer you hire and the reputation of the firm. Quite simply, the best lawyers typically get the best results. So choose wisely. Choose Salino. It may be the most important decision you ever make.
Car crash? Call Salino. Delaware Avenue, Buffalo.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-heys. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
The team at Anderson Water, Power, and Air want to ensure that you're always prepared. With our Western New York weather, you never know when the next blizzard will strike. No matter the weather, the team at Anderson is ready to help you weather the storm with 24/7 emergency service and installation of all makes and models of automatic backup generators. Visit powerbyanderson.com to ensure that your home is prepared for winter. That's powerbyanderson.com.
Tap into Anderson.
The Buffalo Bills pregame show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Houghton University. Discover a surprisingly affordable Christ-centered university right here in New York.
By Verizon, the official 5G network of the Buffalo Bills.
By Lake Hour Premium Tequila and Vodka Hard Seltzers, Geneseo, New York.
And by the New York State Office of Mental Health. Get the help you need. Dial 988. This is Buffalo Bills football.
The following is a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
The term passing the torch means relinquish responsibilities, a tradition, practice, or knowledge to another. First to pass the torch, the great Van Miller.
The Bills are in the Super Bowl for the first time in their history.
And he's going to run, and he dives for the touchdown. He dove for the touchdown.
Van Miller passed the torch and tradition to John Murphy.
Touchdown Buffalo. Josh Allen runs it in from 10 yards out. Touchdown Josh Allen. Touchdown Buffalo. A 30-yard run. It was spectacular. It was amazing.
And today, the torch is passed again. Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. Now, live from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, here's Sal Capaccio, Eric Wood, and taking that torch, here's your new voice of the Buffalo Bills.
What's up, football fans? Thanks for hanging out with us today for NFL's kickoff weekend. It's week 1, Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals, live from Buffalo right here on TSI. Thank you for being here. Please take a minute and hit that subscribe button. Are you an insider yet? Have you joined this awesome community of sports fans from Toronto? Please hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell, and let's have some fun today here in the chat. Appreciate you all being here and helping this community continue to grow. Let's go, Bills. Let's finish strong and get the victory.
All right, so you just heard from head referee Trey Blake in his 5th season as an NFL official, 3rd as a head referee. Arizona wins the toss, chooses to receive, and Buffalo Eric wisely chooses the wind at their back to force the Cardinals offense to go into the wind here to start.
Yeah, interesting to see a decision. Statistically, it says that if you defer after the toss, that you have a slightly better win percentage. Head coach John Gannon making an interesting decision to receive the opening kick.
Let's go down to NFL legend Andre Reed.
All right, help me out now. Let's start this off in. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Yes, and where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
All right, NFL Hall of Famer Andre Reed getting the crowd pumped up for kickoff. Bills wearing their white helmets, blue jerseys with white numbers, white pants with the red stripe down the side, blue socks. Meanwhile, Cardinals going with their all whites here. Opening kickoff brought to you by Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Amari DiMercato, DJ Dallas back to return as we watch the new dynamic kickoff for the first time in the regular season. Tyler Bass by himself at his own 35.
It's going to be interesting to start the season. Through 2 NFL games, 19 of 24 kicks have been touchbacks, just conceding the 30-yard line. We'll see what Sean McDermott, special teams coach Matt Smiley, want to do to start off the season for the Bills with this opening kickoff, to see if they want to try and land it in between the 20 and the goal line in the landing zone, or if they'll simply take it out the back of the end zone. Downwind like this, it should be no issue. If the Bills want to get a touchback, Tyler Bass can put this one about halfway up into the stands.
Bass approaching the football. It's up and away, and the 2024 season is underway. And this one sails out of the back of the end zone on a fly, as the Bills coverage unit doesn't have anything to do but watch it sail over the end line. So out come the Cardinals offense, and they'll set up at their own 30. Kyler Murray bringing this Arizona offense out. That was not the case last year at this time, still recovering from a torn ACL. He's hoping to play all 17 regular season games for the Cardinals this year as he steps under center. Connor, the lone setback. In motion, right to left is Dortch. Handoff goes right up the gut to Connor, and he gets 3 yards on the opening carry out to the 33. Terrell Bernard, the captain and middle linebacker, on the stop.
He did a great job avoiding a block at the second level. Looked like there was going to be a bigger crease there. Stops it for just a 3-yard gain. I expect this Arizona offense to test this Bills defense early on the ground.
2 tight ends set here. Murray back under center. Connor the lone setback. 2 receivers to the left, including the rookie Marvin Harrison. He's going to go up against Benford here on 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff, play action, then dumps it down to Connor on a screen play. First down yardage and more. Still on his feet at the 45, over midfield. Spins out of a tackle and is down to the Buffalo 45-yard line. Big gainer there for the Cardinals as they're into Buffalo territory. Rasul Douglas on the tackle.
The way this Bills defense penetrates up the field, it leaves them susceptible at times to screens. Dorian Williams was in the area of James Conner when he caught it, but he was unable to get off the block, then missed the tackle, and it brought up a big play for the Cardinals on their second play of the game.
Arizona stays in the 2 tight end look. Pistol formation here with Murray and Conner behind him in the backfield. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. Ducks it down under the middle, complete to Connor. And he gets away from the initial tackler before he's finally brought down at the 36 is where they're going to mark him. Dorian Williams on the stop.
Yeah, Terrell Bernard was right there on the catch, but unable to bring down James Conner. Oftentimes early in the season, you could see missed tackles. These guys didn't get a lot of reps in the preseason, especially Terrell Bernard, who was very limited, especially after the injury to Matt Milano.
3 tight ends set here for the Cardinals. They're all on the right side of the formation. Murray under center here on 2nd and 1. Connor the lone setback. Michael Wilson the receiver out left. Here's the handoff, goes to Connor, wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, but he spins his way out of that tackle and over the first down marker as he's down to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks. Daquan Jones and Bernard were there on the stop.
Obviously, with the Arizona Cardinals electing to receive after winning the coin toss, they felt pretty confident about their opening game plan. They've stayed on script and able to get the ball inside the Bills' 35-yard line already.
Buffalo beefing up the defensive interior. Austin Johnson and Daquan Jones in here on 1st and 10 from the 34. Murray in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Connor. Through a hole, but then stopped quickly after he gets past the original line of scrimmage. Stood up there by Austin Johnson after a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it was a nice play by him, holding the point of the attack against the double team on the left side of that Cardinals offensive line. Brings up a 2nd and 9 here for the Cardinals. The Bills need to force the Cardinals into their first 3rd down of the game here.
2 receivers to the left, Harrison by himself on the right, covered by Benford. Connor the lone setback with Murray under center. Here's the snap, handoff to Connor, coming around the left side, and fighting off a tackle, or block, and making the tackle, I should say, is Bernard. Well done there, because Connor might still be running.
Yeah, and Terrell Bernard lost his footing on the play and actually made that tackle from the ground. And so now the Bills force a 3rd and 6 here for Arizona. And Arizona's sitting here right at the 30-yard line. They got a great kicker in Matt Prater, but they're going into a pretty heavy wind here. This would be a 48-yard field goal if the Bills could get a stop here, force an incompletion on 3rd down.
Big 3rd and 6 here. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. DeMercado into the backfield to the left of Murray in the shotgun. Crowd getting into it as the play clock's down to 3. Snap. Back to pass. Fires a dart over the middle. Complete to Greg Dortch for a 1st down as he's down at the 22-yard line. So a fresh set of downs here. Taylor Rapp and Terrell Bernard on the stop.
Just a quick slant over the middle of the field. They test the Bills all-pro nickel, Taron Johnson there, and he's unable to make the play in the middle of the field. And nice catch by Greg Dortch. Withstanding that contact, he got a heavy hit from Taylor Rapp, but able to come down with it for the 1st.
Taron Johnson takes a knee here before the next play. He's going to need some attention from the athletic training staff. We'll see what it's about.
Taylor Rapp came in and laid a big hit. Taylor Rapp, we saw it last year, oftentimes friendly fire where he hits his own guys, and hopefully that's not the case here with Taron Johnson. We have yet to see a replay of that play, so we're unsure of the injury. Taron down on one knee right here. Some concern early for this Bills defense, though. One of their better players down on a knee with injury.
If you're in a car crash, call the Barnes Firm. Our hometown attorneys want to help get you the best result possible. Call 1-800-8-MILLION. It could be the best call you make. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
If you're injured at work, call Losi & Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi & Ganji work hard so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi & Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi & Ganji, 854-1446, or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi & Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
Hey, this is Sal Capaccio. There's a tire center within all Northtown stores that sells thousands and thousands of tires every year. Northtown's End Tire Center. How does Northtown's End Tire sell thousands of tires every year? From Goodyear to Firestone to Hankook to Mastercraft? They offer a price match guarantee, free rotations for life, and free nitrogen top-off. That's what you want from your complete tire center. That's Northtown's End Tire. Start shopping at northtownauto.com. Let's go, Buffalo! Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
Hi, I'm Lou Nucerino. Does all this market noise leave you questioning your financial future? The economic landscape leaves many questions unanswered. Let us help you find the path that works for your financial future rather than leaving it to chance. Call us today at 716-626-2507. Let us help you simplify your world so you no longer have to listen to the noise.
Securities offered through Equitable Advisors, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance and annuity products offered through Equitable Network, LLC. Equitable Advisors, thinking about today and planning for tomorrow. This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Thiegel Carr and Joyce, your border attorneys.
By Freed Maxick, a top 100 accounting and consulting firm in the nation.
By Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
By ECMC, go where the Bills go.
By Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field.
This is Buffalo Bills football.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
First game for two new Buffalo Bills coordinators, at least full-time for Joe Brady, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, Bobby Babich as well. I'm going to let this play go, guys. Actually going to whistle it dead. We're not back from break yet right now, but both guys are in the box. Neither are down here on the sidelines at Highmark Stadium. That's a sideline report brought to you by Richmond Vona, personal injury attorneys.
We just set the game clock to 10:37
when
and 13 seconds on the play clock.
When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. Taron Johnson on the sideline.
13 seconds, thank you.
Sal will get us an update on him when we can. Cam Lewis subbing in as the nickel corner. Murray in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 22. Takes the snap, back to pass, looks to the right side, trying a back shoulder throw to Harrison. It's off the mark and incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Taron Johnson standing down near the coaches with his helmet on, but he's not checking in on this second down play coming up. It looked like he was in a position where he'd hop right back in the game, but they're going to give him at least another playoff here.
2nd and 10 from the Buffalo 22 for Arizona here. 10:28 left, no score here at Highmark Stadium in the first quarter. Bunch formation on the right side. Harrison by himself on the left. Murray in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Connor, and they've got it sniffed out. Greg Rousseau sets the edge, forces it back inside, and makes the tackle himself. And the crowd chanting Groot.
Yeah, the great up and under move there on the edge. Beats former first-round pick Paris Johnson, the left tackle for the Arizona Cardinals, to bring up a 3rd and 12. And the Bills defense has got to get off the field here. That's a heck of a play by the 4th-year defensive end.
Jamarcus Ingram has checked into the game as they're going to go with a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the 24 after the 2-yard loss. Murray in the shotgun. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Rolls out to his right. Now going to tuck it and run on the loose, but slides at the 19-yard line. And a flag flies because Jamarcus Ingram came in before the slide was started and then tried to pull out of it. Murray slides. They're going to flag Ingram. Let's see if they pick this up.
Yeah, the officials are talking this one over. That was definitely not an egregious hit there on Kyler Murray. It didn't appear like he took a shot on the head. We'll see if the officials keep this one, and this is a big call here. This would extend the drive. Bills had him at 3rd and 12. And on that
personal foul. Defense, number 46. The penalty is half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
And the official, Eric, who flagged that, Eric, was behind Jamarcus Ingram. From his vantage point, he probably thought Ingram hit the helmet with his elbow. He never made contact.
Yeah, he literally went just over the top of Kyler Murray. That is
it's a horrible
massive missed call by the officials here early on.
So now it is 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right as Connor retreats to the backfield to the right of Murray in the shotgun. Murray going to check the play here as the crowd tries to provide some noise and distraction. Play clock down to 3. 2. There's the snap. Handoff to Connor. Coming around the left side with a caravan of blockers. Gets the edge. Spins away from a tackle and over the sideline. And he's marked out at the 5. 5-yard gain there for Connor. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, the Boo Bird's still going in the stadium. We're seeing the broadcast in front of us, the replay. And that is just an awful call as we get to see it on replay again. And so now the Cardinals threatening here with 2nd and 4. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left in an empty set. Bills are a little out of sorts here as Cam Lewis hurries over to the other side of the formation. Now they're set. Massively calling out communication. Murray back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Rousseau in pursuit, but he can't catch him as he scampers out of bounds for no gain as he gets back to the 5 before stepping over the sideline. If they call that a half-yard loss, it'll be a sack for Rousseau.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call it. They mark him out at the 5, so Greg Rousseau gets his first sack of the season, showing off some serious speed there to track down Kyler Murray and get him to run out of bounds. And now we're seeing the Bills go back to their dime defense again as 3rd and 5 comes up.
Rousseau was gassed. He had to come out. Casey Toohill subs in. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here on 3rd and goal from the 5. No score. Murray in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Pumps. Pulls it back down. Pocket collapsing. Squirms away. Throws it into the end zone, and it's complete to a wide open Michael Wilson for the touchdown. Wilson shook free as Murray had too much time to deliver the football, and it's a 5-yard touchdown reception for the second-year receiver out of Stanford.
Yeah, the Bills were just trying to contain Kyler Murray in the pocket, and because of that, he was able to scamper around in the pocket and work long enough that he was finally able to find a guy that just got lost in coverage because of the duration of the play. And what should have been, a field goal attempt by the Cardinals ends up being a touchdown after the terrible call on Jamarcus Ingram.
Matt Prater on for the extra point attempt. Hold is down. Kick on the way, and it is good. 7:47 left in this first quarter, and the Cardinals are on the board first after a very fortuitous call in their favor to extend the drive. They lead 7-0. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you in part by Reimer Home Services. For your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, get Reimer on the horn. Call 716-908-6828 or visit Reimer.com today. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
The NFL season is here, and Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you win.
Touchdown, San Francisco!
From tough lineup decisions to waiver wire advice to so much more.
In this running back economy, you cannot afford to drop a running back.
Our experts will help you dominate.
I think there's value there on Austin Eckler, especially in PPR formats.
Fantasy Sports Radio, your home for fantasy football all season long. Channel 87 and on the SiriusXM app.
Hey everyone, it's Megyn Kelly from The Megyn Kelly Show. You hear me every weekday on SiriusXM Triumph Channel 111, but I am inviting you to join me over on the SiriusXM app for a very special series I'm doing with just you and yours truly. This is our chance to really get into topics that affect us all, important personal issues like marriage, parenting, and friendship. So join me on the SiriusXM app for these special exclusive shows. I love the SiriusXM app. Just search Megyn Kelly.
Everything a football fan needs is on the SiriusXM app. The biggest college football games.
Holy smokes, what a play!
Every NFL game with your hometown announcers.
It's a miracle in Las Vegas!
Winning fantasy football advice from the experts on Fantasy Sports Radio.
I'm just not overpaying for quarterbacks in a Superflex league.
And passionate personalities on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
I don't want to hear it. You're not winning a championship. Can we mellow out? Let's move on, please.
No matter how you follow football, it's all on the SiriusXM app.
I am all in, baby!
Get a little home cooking right on your phone. Your hometown announcers are always on the SiriusXM app. SiriusXM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Arizona on the board first with a touchdown drive on their opening possession, helped by a personal foul call that was probably incorrect. Sean McDermott talking to the officials during that television and radio commercial break for a while about it. Meanwhile, Ty Johnson, Brandon Codrington, the rookie who was acquired in a trade from the Jets, back to return for Buffalo, bounces at the 8-yard line, scooped up by Codrington at the 2, out to the 10, to the 20, 25-30, 35-40, out to midfield, cuts it back and is out of bounds at the opposing 45-yard line. Well, that's a way to make a first impression. 52 yards on the kick return by the rookie.
That kid's got some serious juice. He's got a spark when he touches the football, and he veers towards the middle of the field and gets the coverage unit going that way, cuts it back towards the Bills sideline to his right, and makes a huge play on the first time that the Bills were able to touch the ball in this game.
Bills' first drive of the game brought to you by your Upstate Honda dealers. For great deals on the Honda Prologue and entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today. Handoff goes to James Cook. Big hole up the middle. 9 yards, maybe 10, as he's right at the sticks. As the O-line is opening up some holes, Josh Allen already trying to calm down the crowd. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, as this crowd is in a frenzy right now, we're keeping an eye on Taron Johnson. He's questionable.
Number 7, he was reporting his injury.
He's questionable to return this game with a forearm injury.
All right, thanks for that update, Sal. It's officially a 2nd and 1. It's more like 2nd and inches here. Injury reports brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Car crash for help. Call 1-800-8-MILLION.
2nd and 1. I'd like to see the Bills take a shot down the field here. It's really 2nd and inches.
Allen under center. Handoff goes to Cook. Cuts it back at the line and is going to drive his legs forward and gets enough forward momentum to get 2 yards in the first down as he's down to the 34. Zaven Collins on the stop.
Nice couple runs to start this game by James Cook. There he shows off a little bit of power getting the first down, the first play of the game. Some serious speed, hitting a hole on the left side of the Bills' offensive line.
Yeah, we already saw Alec Anderson enter the game as the 6th offensive lineman, a role that he took from David Edwards, who now starts at left guard. Allen in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 33. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and now Shakir in motion right to left. Takes the snap, looks to his left, now the middle of the field, wide open Mac Hollins for a first down and more. He's down to the 19-yard line.
Love how Josh Allen used his eyes there, just staring at the left side of the field, understanding he can manipulate the linebackers of the Cardinals in zone coverage, comes back to the right and immediately just throws a strike to Mac Hollins, who is wide open.
A 14-yard pickup as the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. Curtis Samuel in the backfield, now motions out to the left side. 2 to the left, 3 to the left, 2 to the right, and an empty set. Allen making a check at the line with 10 on the play clock. Backs into the shotgun here with 5:35 and counting left. Takes the snap, looks to his right, now to his left, has all kinds of time. Pocket collapsing, he's sacked and he fumbles. And the Cardinals are on the football. Justin Jones with the fumble recovery after the sack by Roy Lopez. Unbelievable.
Looked like Josh wanted to go to Shakir. He wasn't open, forced to hold the ball for a ton of time. Leads to the sack fumble.
Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast is proudly presented by Dunn Tire, the official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills. 7-0 Cardinals, and they have the football with 5:24 left in the quarter. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
I'm Ross Salino. Choose a law firm carefully. If 6 different firms handled your case, it would likely result in 6 different outcomes. That's just how it works. The compensation you receive really depends on the lawyer you hire and the reputation of the firm. Quite simply, the best lawyers typically get the best results. So choose wisely. Choose Salino. It may be the most important decision you ever make.
Car crash? Call Salino.
Delaware Avenue, Buffalo.
Are you in need of a top-notch construction and industrial supplier? Look no further.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Please share this link out to your friends, Bills fans, football fans. Share the link out. Get your friends into this chat. Let's go. Let's get more people in here chatting it up about the Buffalo Bills. And let's have some fun here during week 1. We're growing a huge community here. We're going to be live every single game right here on TSI. Every game of the Buffalo Bills. Tell your friends. Let's get this chat growing and popping off. And hey, let's go Buffalo. All right, enough of that. No more singing from me. See you in the chat.
Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
Kaleida Health is more than a place to work. For our employees, this is the place to build a career.
Longevity, the stability, I absolutely love Kaleida. Being 24 years here at Kaleida is an amazing job and accomplishment.
I started my career with Kaleida Health as an intern, and now I'm proud to be the president and CEO.
Kaleida Health is the place to make a job mean more. Apply at kalaidahealth.org/careers.
Dunn Tire is looking forward to serving you for another 50 years. Dunn Tire, the official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. And Arizona has the ball after the sack fumble by Roy Lopez on Josh Allen. 1st and 10 from their own 29. Murray under center, pitches it left to Connor, looks to cut it back, and is met just past the line of scrimmage by Von Miller, who made a blistering tackle there after a gain of 3.
Yeah, we really only expect to see Von Miller right now on passing downs, especially starting the season, but we're seeing him early in this drive on that interception. It looked like Josh Allen had a wide-open Curtis Samuel. He missed him, and then as he went to scramble, that's when the sack fumble happened.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and now Connor breaks out to the left side for an empty set look. 10 on the play clock with Murray in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Takes the snap, back to pass. Blitz coming, fires out to Connor. Gets away from an open field tackle attempt by Douglas and gets a few extra yards before Rousseau forces him over the sideline. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3.5.
Tackling's been an issue here early on in this game. There, Bobby Babich appeared to bring his first pressure as defensive coordinator of the Bills. He brought Terrell Bernard on a blitz. He came scot-free, so Kyler Murray had to swing it out to James Conner.
Bills employ the dime package here with Jamarcus Ingram on 3rd and 4 as we come up on 4:10 left in the opening quarter. Cardinals up 7-0. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Murray back to pass. Pocket getting squeezed. Throws it out in the right flat, complete to DiMercato. 40, 50, and is upended there by Benford as he's into Buffalo territory. Another big play by Murray with a short throw out of the backfield, 24 yards.
It looked like almost a rub on the outside, which then freed him up. It was Greg Dortch out there, and he was even looking in the area of the officials to see if maybe he was going to get a flag. Nothing called there, and the Cardinals get another big play.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Murray in the shotgun with DiMercato to his right. 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Rolls out to his left. Sets. Now resets. Going to scramble out to his left. Pressure coming from Epinesa. Complete to McBride, or was it a trap? They're going to say it's a complete pass to the 35 as Epinesa got a quarterback hit. And that's going to go for a gain of 6.
From our vantage point from upstairs, it looked like it hit the ground. We'll see if Sean McDermott elects to throw a flag to get a replay. We're seeing it, and it looked like maybe the tip of the ball hit the turf before McBride caught it, but Sean McDermott has yet to throw his red flag.
2nd and 4 here at the Buffalo 35 for Arizona. 2:45 and counting, opening quarter. Bills down 7-0. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. Throws it to the tight end, Higgins. Has the first down. Knocked out of bounds by Bernard, but not before he gets to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 on the play and another first down.
These play-action rollouts hurt this Bills defense in the preseason. Arizona seeing that, tests the Bills early in this game with it, and it picks up another first down.
Arizona 3 for 4 now on third down conversions. 1st and 10 from the 28. Murray in the shotgun here with Connor in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to take it by himself on a read option keeper. Gets out to the first down marker before he's tripped up by Rapp as he gets out of bounds right at the sticks. And it looks like the spot of the football is going to give him another first down, a gain of 11.
Kyler Murray's a great running quarterback, but they don't have a lot of designed quarterback runs for him. There they dial one up, and it goes for 11 yards, able to get the edge of this Bills defense and pick up the first.
Murray going to step into the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 17 as we come up on 1:35 left and counting. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looks underneath. Completes it to Dortch for a short gain of about 4 yards. Down to the 14.
It's already 7 tackles for Terrell Bernard early in this game. He's been extremely active, but a lot of these tackles that he's had have come across the line of scrimmage. A guy who had a ton of tackles for loss last year in this Bills defense. He had 10 of them on the season last year. Now he's accumulating a ton of tackles in this game just past the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 7 here at the Buffalo 14. Murray in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. The tight end Higgins on the right side, Connor in the backfield to Murray's left. Here's the snap. Hand off to Connor. Going to try to cut it back, but Greg Rousseau is there to wrap him up for a tackle after a short gain of about 2.
Arizona started this game 3 for 4 on third down. They have a 3rd and 5 coming up, and really that's 4 for 5 because they had a 3rd and 12 that they then got the first after the penalty. The Bills desperately need a stop here after the turnover on the sack fumble by Josh Allen and just limit this to 3 points.
Jamarcus Ingram back in the dime package here on 3rd and 5. This might be the final play of the quarter. Murray in the shotgun with 10 seconds and counting in the quarter. Takes the snap, back to pass, fires into the right flat. It's complete to DeMercado, but he's dropped quickly there by Rasul Douglas. No gain, maybe a yard on the play as time expires here in quarter number 1. There is a Cardinals injury. Looks like an offensive lineman. It's time to make the switch to the second quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Helping you reach your goals with real-life solutions and advice. Go to Northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. 7-0 Cardinals. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Touchdown, Buffalo!
Bills fans, get more of the great content you crave right now on the Sirius XM app. Just search Buffalo Bills on the app and tap the favorite star. You not only hear the game with your hometown announcers, but you'll also get access to the pre- and post-game shows. And come back during the week for extra Bills content, including coach and player press conferences, special team-specific shows, interviews, and much more. It's all on the Sirius XM app. Download it and search Buffalo Bills today.
Hear every NFL game on Sirius XM.
Hey football fans, thanks for hanging out with us today for this week 1 matchup. The NFL season is here. The Buffalo Bills hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Please take a moment and check to see if you have hit that like button. If you have, thank you very much. If you haven't, please hit it. It helps us bring more fans here into the chat to chat with the Bills and cheer these Bills on today, because we need to get a victory here in week 1 and start the march all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's go Bills! Thank you for hitting that like button, and we'll see you back in the chat.
That quarterback position with these young men, it's a tough task, isn't it?
Caleb Williams, Daniels, Onyx probably played the most of these guys. These guys really haven't seen very much in terms of playing time. They haven't seen very much at all in terms of defensive scheme or game planning. There'll be some on-the-job training, maybe battlefield promotion or two.
Listen to the extended version of Let's Go, now available exclusively on the all-new SiriusXM app.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on SiriusXM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is J.J. Redick.
I want that challenge. I'm not going to run from that challenge.
Your 24/7, 365 home for hoops is SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Buffalo fans, hear what Coach McDermott and the players have to say after each game on the Bills channel. 8:03 on the SiriusXM app.
Sunday of week 1 in the NFL season is underway. Jags lead the Dolphins 7-0. Vikings lead the Giants 7-3. 3-3 between the Steelers and the Falcons. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. The unstoppable Jonah Williams walked off the field with trainers, guys, the right tackle for the Cardinals.
All right. We'll keep tabs on that injury. Meanwhile, Matt Prater lines up for a 29-yard attempt from the right hash here to start the second quarter. Here's the hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 14:57 left in this second quarter, and the Cardinals get 3 points off the turnover on the Josh Allen sack fumble. It is now 10-0 Arizona. And the Bills offense going to have to get something going here fast.
Yeah, and they need to keep this defense on the off the field for the Bills. They've been out there for a majority of the first quarter, and right now, to me, defensively, it seems like the Bills are just a little bit on their heels. The Arizona offense dictating to them. You know, they're a touch worried. It seems like Kyler Murray's going to pick up too many yards on scrambles, so the pass rush is more just trying to contain him in the pocket, which has allowed him too much time to be able to throw the football. And then really they've just missed a lot of tackles. And then the Bills' opening drive had a lot of promise. Codrington had a great return, puts him out past the 50, and the Bills' offense was rolling down the field, and then the sack fumble happened. It's not time to panic here in Buffalo, but defensively they got to be sharper, and then offensively they got to take care of the football.
Brandon Codrington and Ty Johnson deep to return for Buffalo as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Prater about to kick the ball, and it falls off the tee. It is a breezy day here in Orchard Park, and it's expected to be throughout the game today. And with the change in quarter, it's Arizona now playing with the wind at their back, and Buffalo going into the wind here. So Prater will put it back on the tee. Under the new rules, you are allowed to have a holder out there if the wind keeps blowing the ball off the tee. The only catch is that player has to leave the field after the kick immediately. Can't have 12 players covering a kick. Prater going to try it a second time here. And this one is up and away. Fielded 5 yards deep in the end zone by Codrington, and he's just going to take a knee and a touchback. So Josh Allen and the offense will try to get it started here again. As Eric said, they were moving the ball and breaking it off in chunks before that sack fumble ended the drive.
Officials and players getting used to the new rule with the touchback being at the 30. The officials are getting ready to spot at the 25, and the Bills were lined up in the huddle at the 20, and then they have the ball posted up at the 30-yard line on the right hash.
Reggie Gilliam into the game, but he's not in the backfield. He's off the left side of the formation in a bunch. Now comes in motion to the right side, and then an orbit motion into the backfield. Allen with a quick-fired strike attempted for Coleman, and he was mugged on that route. It goes incomplete, but flags fly. This is probably defensive holding.
Cardinals arguing that this ball was tipped. Josh Allen trying to get the rookie involved early in this second drive, and that's a pretty easy call when Keon Coleman's jersey gets pulled over the top, over underneath his shoulder pads.
They're arguing the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, which would negate the defensive penalty.
But the holding, to me, happened before the pass was even thrown. Keon Coleman's jersey literally ripped off of his shoulder pads, and at the end of the play, it's tucked underneath the outside of it.
Defense, number 23. Ball we placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
So fortunately for the Cardinals, it is not a costly penalty because it was a quick slant on the route. Allen going to go under center here on 1st and 10 after the penalty. Bunch formation on the left. And now Samuel in motion left to right. Handoff going to go to James Cook. Through a big hole on the right side. First down yardage and more. Leaps a defender and is up over midfield into Arizona territory. A 15-yard run by James Cook. Jalen Thompson on the stop.
James Cook, who had over 1,100 yards on the ground last year, starts this game off fast, averaging 9 yards a carry, 3 rushes for 27 yards in this start.
Bills up on the line here quick on 1st and 10 from the Arizona 49. Same exact formation, Samuel in motion left to right. Another handoff for Cook through a hole down to the 44 where he's going to be marked after a 5-yard gain. Buda Baker on the tackle.
Yeah, the Bills get right back on the line of scrimmage and literally run the exact same play. A lot of times when you do that with the same formation in motion, you'll then go to a play action off of it. They run just the exact same play. They like the look. If you're going to stay in that same defense, we're going to test you again.
2 receivers to the left. Dawson Knox on the right side. And now Hollins on the left, going to motion to the right side here. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun in the backfield. Here's the snap, fakes the pitch, fires over the middle. It's complete to Knox, who's rolling and rumbling all the way down to the 20-yard line. 24-yard pass play. Allen to Knox as the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Really nice play design. They faked the pitch to Cook and then hit Knox right down the seam.
Quick on the ball again, back under center. Coming in motion right to left is Valdez-Scantling, but the handoff to Cook, going to cut it back against the grain, gets through a hole, darts forward, and is down to the 12-yard line. The Bills offense breaking them off in chunks now. Kaiser White on the tackle.
James Cook just has an incredible ability to, when the play's there, hit it fast, and then here, when you need to let your blocks develop, to be able to cut it back. Spencer Brown driving one of the Cardinals defensive linemen all the way across the formation and flat backing him, earning that contract extension early in this one.
3 receivers to the right, including Kincaid. Knox on the left side of the formation. Cook the lone setback with Allen under center. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Coming around the right side. Lost his footing on the way to the line of scrimmage and fell forward. He gets down to the 9-yard line. So a gain of 2.
This is back-to-back drives that this Bills offense has been rolling. Last drive, obviously, stalling with the sack fumble. I've loved what I've seen from this Joe Brady offense, staying consistent with the ground game, letting that set up the pass down the field.
Those 2 yards on that carry, good enough to set up 1st and goal now from the 8. 12 minutes left in this first half. Bills looking to get on the scoreboard down 10-0. Allen under center. Samuel in motion right to left. Handoff goes to Cook. Follows his blockers through a hole, gets down inside the 5, and is tackled at the 4-yard line by Justin Jones, the defensive tackle.
That's 4 times on this drive the Bills have run the exact same play, sending Curtis Samuel in motion towards the side that the Bills are going to run inside zone with James Cook. I'd assume at some point Joe Brady's going to come with either a play-action rollout or a play-action shot off of that same formation and run look.
Bills with some tall guys on the field. Mac Hollins, Keon Coleman. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center as Hollins comes to the left side of the formation in motion. 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff to Cook. Good penetration by the Cardinals, and they trip him up behind the line of scrimmage. Mac Wilson, the first guy there, is going to go for a loss of 1 and bring up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it looked like James Cook was maybe going to get out of that one, but he swiped his legs out from under him. So now we have 3rd and 4 coming up, 3rd and goal from the 4 coming up for this Bills offense. And I'm not saying it's automatically 4-down territory sitting down here 10-0, but the Bills desperately need a touchdown here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cook split out wide to the left, and Knox tight to the formation. Cook in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Fakes the throw. Allen going to keep it and rumble into the end zone. There is a flag on the play. This could be coming back. For now, it's a 4-yard touchdown run by Allen.
If this does come back, the Bills have just haunted themselves early in this one with penalties. The officials talking this one over again. There seems to be debates almost after each and every call out there, and they're taking a long discussion on this one as Deion Dawkins pulled around. He gets a shot, and if they call this on Deion Dawkins, I see, okay, we got some hands to the face maybe by Osiris Torrance. Yeah, he did have a hold of
his face mask.
Yeah, I'm trying to see which defensive lineman that is.
It was Dante Stills, the backup defensive tackle.
Personal foul, face mask, offense, number 64. 15-yard penalty, 3rd down.
I mean, it was plain as day. You could see it. And that's he turned his head around. He got such a hold of the face mask.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, that's a tough break by Osiris Torrance. It looked like he thought that Josh Allen was going to take that ball up the middle. When Josh went to bounce it, that's when he grabbed a hold of it. And you just can't do that. And that wipes 7 points off the board. And the Bills just a nightmare start to them with the turnover. 2 extremely costly penalties early in this one.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 10:31 left in the half. And the Bills had a touchdown negated by penalty. Now they face a 3rd and goal from the 19. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And now Samuel going to motion out to the right side, though he's still in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Going to run on a draw. And he gets dragged down by Keitrell Clark. And is he arguing a hip drop tackle? I don't know.
I think it was. I mean, it looked like he drug him down with a hip drop tackle. And so now Tyler Bass has got to come out on the field and attempt what looks to be about a 36-yard field goal attempt into the wind, probably playing closer to 45 or so based upon the wind.
Field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. Officially, it's a 37-yarder from the left hash. This will be going into the wind here with 9:52 left. Snap, hold down, kick on the way, and it is good. So the Bills finally on the board, but you have to believe they feel they should have had more on that drive. In any event, the score 10-3 in favor of Arizona. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next chance to skip the trip. Thanks to Mobile Deposit, the easy way to deposit checks from your phone. The next way to split the bill. With Zelle, the app that lets you safely send money to just about anyone. Even the next contact-free shopping spree. Simply add your Northwest Visa credit card to your mobile wallet. It's all part of Northwest Checking, with 3 flexible options to fit your life. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com, member FDIC.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
After a truck hit me, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $5 million, 5 times more than insurance offers.
What's up, football fans? Thanks for hanging out with us today for NFL's kickoff weekend. It's week 1, Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals, live from Buffalo right here on TSI. Thank you for being here. Please take a minute and hit that subscribe button. Are you an insider yet? Have you joined this awesome community of sports fans from Toronto? Please hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell, and let's have some fun today here in the chat. Appreciate you all being here and helping this community continue to grow. Let's go, Bills. Let's finish strong and get the victory.
Be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field, because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction, concrete equipment, forklifts, telehandlers, and a whole lot more. Skyworks Equipment Rental has the right construction equipment and tools you need to get the job done. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and delivering to job sites nationwide, you can trust Skyworks to deploy equipment when and where you need it. To rent, purchase, or to schedule service for your own equipment with our factory-trained technicians, visit SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
All right, the Bills' first Toyota drive time of the season was 9 plays, 51 yards, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Tyler Bass with the field goal. That's brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. During the timeout, guys, Josh Allen was on the field talking with officials saying, that's a hip drop tackle. That's a hip drop tackle. They were explaining to him why they didn't call it.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, that is now an illegal tackle in the NFL. Officials say all three elements of it have to be present for them to flag it, which is basically the tackler leaving their feet, swiveling their hips, and dropping their full body weight on the ball carrier. The Bills' first score of the game brought to you by Salino Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. First in quality, first in service. Call 6-8-FLUSH first. 9:47 left in the half. Bills going to kick this one off as Bass puts his foot into the ball, and it's a high hanger, but it's going to be returnable from the 5. Out to the 20, 25, and tripped up at the 30 there is DJ Dallas. Ty Johnson on the tackle.
This Bills defense has got to be more aggressive here. I mentioned it prior to the last Bills possession. It just seems like they're letting the Arizona Cardinals offense just dictate to them right now. They've really missed a lot of tackles early in this one, and the pass rush just quite hasn't been there based upon them just simply doing all contained rushing.
Trey Benson, the rookie third-round pick, in for Arizona in the backfield. Murray under center, fakes the handoff, play action, and now throws it to Benson out of the backfield to the 30, trying to pull away from a tackle, but Damar Hamlin wraps him up at the 34. So a gain of 5 on the play, bring up 2nd and 5.
It's a really nice play by Damar Hamlin. The Bills brought blitz, which against screens leaves you very susceptible at the second level. Damar Hamlin avoids the blockers. There was a convoy out in front of Benson there, avoids the blockers and able to bring him down for just a 5-yard gain.
Arizona with another 3 tight end look. All 3 tight ends on the left side of the formation. Murray in the shotgun. Dallas to his right. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Benson. Coming over the left side behind those tight ends. And the convoy of blockers gets him out to the first down marker as he's out to the 40 for a first down after a gain of 6. Taylor Rapp, Christian Benford on the tackle.
With Arizona being able to run the football effectively, they've just dominated this time of possession early in this game, over 13 minutes and counting for Arizona, and just over 7 minutes of time of possession for this Bills offense.
Arizona going with a pistol look here, as Murray has Benson behind him. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle and in and out of the hands of Marvin Harrison Jr. He was wide open and fought the football. Incomplete.
Hard play action there. They throw in the area of Dorian Williams, and Harrison was open. It was just a touch to Marvin Harrison Jr.'s left, but that's a play that you expect that rookie receiver, top 5 draft pick, to make.
Led the FBS in total touchdowns over his last 2 seasons of college. He had 28 touchdowns. Empty set here for the Cardinals on 2nd and 10 with 8:19 left in the half. 2 to the right, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap to Murray. Goes with a quick hitter to Marvin Harrison. Short gain there of 3 yards. Tackle by Dorian Williams.
Goes right back to the rookie. That one he is able to bring in, but just for a 4-yard gain. We got 3rd down coming up for Arizona, who's 3 for 5 on 3rd down to start this game. Von Miller checking in. Von Miller and Greg Rousseau going to be rushing the edge for the Bills here, and they take off a defensive tackle, so Ed Oliver's inside, and then Dorian Williams is going to line up in a defensive tackle spot here, expecting him to be a spy on Kyler Murray.
3rd and 6 for the Cardinals at their own 44. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming from Von Miller. He gets away. He's going to scramble for the first down, and he's got it. All the way down to the Bills' 45-yard line. Dorian Williams kind of escorted him over the sideline. It's a gain of 9 on the scramble by Murray, and that's where he's dangerous, Eric.
Yeah, he steals a first down there with his legs. Von Miller able to beat the backup right tackle, Beachum, who's in because Jonah Williams is hurt. And because of that, Kyler Murray has to scamper out of the pocket, and he just beats Dorian Williams in a foot race to the sideline for the first down.
29 yards rushing now for Murray. He's 12 of 14 passing. Under center, going to fake the handoff, roll out to his right. Pressure coming from Von Miller. He gets away, fires it to the tight end Higgins, who's over the sideline after a gain of 5.
Von Miller didn't bite on the play fake, but unable to keep contained with Kyler Murray on the edge, and he's able to get an easy completion there on the outside. And this Bills defense needs to stop. They need to force their first punt in this game or get some type of turnover.
Officially marked at the 39 of the Bills' side of the field, so it's a 6-yard gain officially. Murray in the shotgun here. Benson in the backfield, in a motion, and now retreats in a pistol look. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Going to roll to his left. Thinking about tucking and running. Now throws it down the sideline. Looking for McBride. And it's just out of reach, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here. And boy, does this Bills defense need a stop.
They do. Yeah, this Cardinals offense 4 for 6 on 3rd downs. And there he just overthrows Trey McBride. And he had running lanes. He had running room to pick up that first down with his legs. He elects to take the shot down the field. And this downwind here, super windy day, and that pass just sailed on him in the wind.
Big 3rd and 5. Crowd getting into it with 6:16 left in the half. 3rd down back, DeMercado into an orbit motion and now retreats to the right side of Murray in the backfield. He's in the shotgun. Play clock down to 2. 1, and they just get it off. Back to pass. Fires to the left side, complete to Dortch for a first down and more as he's down to the 25-yard line. It's another 3rd down conversion for the Arizona Cardinals. Rapp and Benford on the stop.
Kyler Murray's just finding these holes in the zone, and they brought pressure there, and there's just too much space there in the backfield. No one creating pressure on Kyler Murray, and Arizona's putting together another really nice drive here on their 3rd drive of the game. Just 5 minutes and 40 seconds and counting left in this one.
Arizona up 10-3 and threatening again. Murray in the shotgun, takes the snap. Handoff goes to Benson, coming around the right side, leaps a defender, and is finally ankle tackled by Rapp at the 22, maybe the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4.
This game's going exactly to script of how John Gannon, the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, wanted this game to start. He wanted to control the clock, control this game on the ground, give Kyler Murray some easy completions to keep this clock going, keep this Bills offense off the field.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Murray in the shotgun here. They were late to break the huddle as the play clock's already down to 7. Benson to his right, a receiver to each side. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. Looking left, now back to his right. Has an open receiver. It's McBride, the tight end, who's past the first down marker and down to the 14-yard line. It's a fresh set of downs for Arizona as they convert again.
And there, Greg Rousseau puts pressure on Kyler Murray, but again, McBride's wide open, and there's no one in the area of him. He's just standing there in a wide open zone. And the Bills got to shore up this zone defense because they're making it way too early on Kyler Murray right now.
So we've got a 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 13. 1 receiver to each side and a 2 tight end set. Benson to the left of Murray in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, and there's the snap. Handoff goes to Benson, coming around the right side, and is wrapped up by Toohill after a gain of 3, maybe 4 on the play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
3:42 and counting left in the half. Arizona up 10-3 and threatening to score more. It's a 2nd and 7 situation at the Buffalo 10. Murray in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends on the right side. Connor in the backfield to the right of Murray. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing, looking for an open receiver. Finds one, it's McBride. It's complete at the 3, which is going to be good enough to set up 1st and goal. Tackle made there by Damar Hamlin, but it's a 1st and goal situation for Arizona.
Kyler Murray starts this game now 17 for 20, just making it way too easy on him in these zone defenses. McBride makes a nice catch there. He gets contact from Damar Hamlin immediately, but brings it in. This time of possession's an issue, and this is going to be Arizona's 35th play of the first half, just 12 plays in this first half for the Bills.
Play clock down to 8, 3 tight end set. Murray hands it off. Connor rumbling his way into the end zone as he's barely touched until he reached the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run as Arizona has taken command of this football game in the first half.
They have. They continue to dictate to this Bills defense. Kyler Murray staying on rhythm throughout this game. They cannot get pressure on him right now. And then they're running the football effectively. James Conner, he's got 19 yards. Kyler Murray's got 29 yards rushing, and Benson's added 13 himself.
That is the 36th touchdown for James Conner in 42 games for the Cardinals. Prater on for the extra point. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is good. 2:40 left in the half. And the Cardinals out to a 2-touchdown lead. They're up 17-3 with 2:40 left in the half. Take your life back with Catholic Health's Joint Centers, nationally recognized for faster recovery and better outcomes. This is Buffalo Bills football.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
2 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Quaker State 400 from Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Checker flag, baby. Yeah!
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah!
Innovator, icon, GOAT. What up, it's your man LL Cool J. Take a ride through stories and sounds direct from one of the game's all-time greats on a new limited engagement channel. Featuring songs from my classic and timeless albums. Don't call it a comeback. To my new star-studded joint.
Is you cool with that day? Yeah.
And exclusive LL mixes by some of hip-hop's best DJs, you know what I mean? LL Cool J's The Force Channel. I'm the player that you're talking about. On now, Channel 79, and at home on the SiriusXM app.
This is Jim Gray, excited to announce 3 new voices to the Let's Go team for the 2024 NFL season. 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach Bill Belichick.
There's definitely great lessons I've learned from him, and he's a great football coach.
3-time NFL Pro Bowler from the Las Vegas Raiders, Max Crosby.
He is smothered and brought down, Max Crosby.
And Hall of Fame sports writer Peter King. Catch Let's Go every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
With the SiriusXM app, you can hear your hometown announcers all season long. Just search for your team on the SiriusXM app and tap the star to save it as your favorite.
Highmark Stadium crowd here as the Arizona Cardinals have a 17-3 lead over the Bills. The Bills are getting the ball back with 2:40 left here. And earlier this week, Josh Allen talked about situational football, and you mentioned double dipping. Now's the time to double dip, guys. Get a score here. You get the ball back in the second half. The Sideline Report is brought to you by Richmond Vona, personal injury attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. 2:40 left, 17-3 your score. Raiders set to kick off here with the wind at his back. It's up and away, and it's deep and out of the back of the end zone. So that touchback will come out to the 30 for Buffalo here. No time off the clock. And the Bills with all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning to make use of here, as they undoubtedly need to put points on the board here before they go to the locker room at halftime.
And they've had only 2 drives.
Number 70 is reporting as eligible.
Just 2 drives in this first half. They've looked efficient on both of them. They get a touchdown wiped out by a call on Osiris Torrance, and then the sack fumble on the first drive of the game.
2 receivers to the left. Alec Anderson, the extra offensive lineman in. He's going to split wide here, and now we have an illegal motion. 2 players moved in once, it appeared.
False start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And the self-inflicted wounds continue here as Quentin Morris, the guilty party on the false start.
Third penalty on the day for the Bills, and 2 of those have been really costly.
So it's now 1st and 15 at their own 25. 2 receivers to the left with Alec Anderson over there. Handoff goes to Ty Johnson, who rumbles over the left side behind Anderson and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a half-yard past it. Tackled by Mack Wilson after a gain of 6.
If the Bills could put together a touchdown drive here and limit how much time they give Arizona, they have a chance to get that 2-for-1 opportunity because they kicked off to start this game.
We'll see if they get this play off before the 2-minute warning. They may choose not to. Crowd not thrilled with it. They wanted them to run another play. Doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to get it down to the 2-minute warning. Stay tuned for the ECMC halftime show. ECMC, go where the Bills go. It's the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 17-3 Arizona. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Touchdown, Buffalo!
Bills fans, get more of the great content you crave right now on the Sirius XM app. Just search Buffalo Bills on the app and tap the favorite star. You not only hear the game with your hometown announcers, but you'll also get access to the pre- and post-game shows. And come back during the week for extra Bills content, including coach and player press conferences, special team-specific shows, interviews, and much more. It's all on the Sirius XM app. Download it and search Buffalo Bills today.
We're going to make this country greater than it's ever been.
We will move forward.
Hear the ABC News presidential debate live on the SiriusXM News and Political channels with post-debate coverage on Triumph, POTUS, SiriusXM Patriot, and SiriusXM Progress. Call in to have your voice heard.
My generation wants answers.
And hear special coverage from ABC News Live beginning at 7 p.m. East on Channel 370. The ABC News presidential debate Tuesday on SiriusXM.
This is Bob Kendrick, president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum and host of the award-winning podcast, Black Diamonds. This week, we discuss the career of one of the greatest, if not the greatest, power hitter of all time, the legendary Josh Gibson.
To receive the award with Josh Gibson's name on it, because all everybody ever talked about was Babe Ruth. It just hit different.
Listen to Black Diamonds right now on the all-new SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
Buffalo fans, hear what Coach McDermott and the players have to say after each game on the Bills channel. 803 on the SiriusXM app.
The only AFC East team leading their game right now, the New England Patriots. 7-0 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Jaguars have a 14-0 lead over the Miami Dolphins. Bills trail this one 17-3. 2-minute warning. We're coming out of it right now at your NFL scoreboard. Delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
2nd and 9. Here at the 2-minute warning for Buffalo. Allen in the shotgun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass. Fires to the right side. It's complete to Samuel, who tried to spin out of a tackle. Gain of 8 on the play. It'll set up 3rd and 1. Clock continues to run here. Tackle by Murphy Bunting.
3rd and 2 coming up for the Bills. 0 for 1 on 3rd down in this game.
Allen in the shotgun here as they're in the hurry up. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and a flag flies here for a false start.
It's now 2 false starts on this drive. Just can't happen. When you're down 14 points at home in the opener, first half, you just cannot keep hurting yourself with penalties. The nightmare start for the Bills continues.
So that's going to...
False start, offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down. The penalty also includes a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 1:41, down to 1:31. The clock will start on my signal. 30 seconds on the play clock. 1:41 to 1:31. Hold.
So it's 1:31 left in the half now with the 10-second runoff. It's a 3rd and 6 after the 5-yard false start penalty. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ty Johnson, the lone setback to the left of Allen, the shotgun. Play clock down to 25. Here's the snap. Looking to his right, pumps. Now has to roll out to his left. Allen wide open to Shakir at the 42. Bounces off a tackle, 45-50 over midfield. Big play by Khalil Shakir. And that's got the crowd on their feet. 19-yard pass play.
Shows great balance after the catch. Josh Allen rolls out to his left, knows exactly who he's going to as soon as he rolls, hits Shakir, makes a nice play up the field.
And flags fly once again here on 1st and 10. We'll see who this one's on. Both sides are pointing at each other, and it looks like it's going to get called on the Buffalo offense.
False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty, 1st down. Buffalo used their first timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff. The clock will start on the snap.
They're trying really hard to make this even harder. Spencer Brown rocked out of his stance and got called for the false start. So it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Timeout.
Yeah, just hurting themselves on this drive. That's 3 false starts, 1 by Quentin Morris and then 1 by both of your offensive tackles here.
Buffalo Bills football brought to you in part by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places. Timeout on the field, 55 seconds left in the half. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Hey, Bills fans, phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Buffalo's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Buffalo area Verizon store.
Hey, Buffalo.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Please share this link out to your friends, Bills fans, football fans. Share the link out. Get your friends into this chat. Let's go. Let's get more people in here chatting it up about the Buffalo Bills. And let's have some fun here during week 1. We're growing a huge community here. We're going to be live every single game right here on TSI. Every game of the Buffalo Bills. Tell your friends. Let's get this chat growing and popping off. And hey, hey, let's go Buffalo. All right, enough of that. No more singing from me. See you in the chat.
From drain cleanings and equipment repair and replacement to heat pumps and generators, these service technicians are some of the highest rated in the game. Call 68-FLUSH. That's 68-FLUSH and score big with Salino Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Are you in need of a top-notch construction and industrial supplier? Look no further than Haynes Supply Inc. right here in Buffalo. Whether it's made-to-order lifting slings, pro-quality tools, or personal protective equipment to keep your team safe, we've got you covered. Haynes Supply stocks the top brands and manufacturers you need to keep your jobs running smoothly. Haynes Supply is your go-to for all your rigging, tooling, and safety needs. Haynes Supply, from our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 55 seconds left in the half. Arizona up 17-3. Buffalo with the football. 2 timeouts at their disposal, facing a 1st and 15 at their own 48. They got to get cracking here in a hurry if they're going to find the end zone, Eric.
Yeah, they do. They need to put up 7 on this drive and get this thing back close because this defense doesn't look like it's going to be able to get a bunch of stops in the second half.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Allen in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to pass, has time. Pressure coming now. Gets away from it, tries to reset. Rolling out to the right, looking for an open receiver. Going to tuck it and run, and is tackled. And they're going to say, roll the clock, or did he get out of bounds?
No, they're going to call this looks like it's going to be a defensive holding against the Cardinals. And so the Bills are going to get a 1st down. They were back at 2nd and 9 after another false start. but it looks like this is going to be a first down for the Bills. Should be a 5-yard penalty. It should stop the clock.
Holding. Defense, number 23. 5-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. Automatic first down. Please reset the play clock to 45 seconds. Thank you.
So Sean Murphy bunting, once again holding Keon Coleman as he did at the very beginning of the game.
45 seconds left. Bills still have 2 timeouts left. Arizona with 3 timeouts. They're going to spot this one on the 41-yard line. And the Bills working into the wind. May be hard to take the top off of this defense, although I don't know how much that affects Josh Allen's arm.
Allen in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right with the tight end Kincaid. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking to his right side. Pocket collapsing, and he's taken down by Zaven Collins. There is a flag. Let's see what the flag is for. It's in the offensive backfield.
It's a nice blitz pickup by Ty Johnson on the play, but as Josh Allen went to scramble out of the
Personal
pocket.
foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 25. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Bills may have got a good call there. He grabbed Josh by essentially the collar of the front of his jersey. Maybe they're saying they made some contact to the head, but the Bills fortunate to get that one. So now the Bills are going to have a 1st and 10, 38 seconds left at the Arizona 26.
And they still have 2 timeouts. Ray Davis, the rookie running back, checking into the game for the first time. To the left of Allen in the shotgun. 10 on the play clock. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Allen back to pass. Has time. Finds Coleman underneath. Coming to the 20, 15, and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 32 seconds left as the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. There's the rookie receiver.
Yeah, did a nice job of catching the ball coming across the middle, getting up the field. Could have potentially been another call for a personal foul
as they
went out of bounds and they made contact with him. You have that thick white sideline. He was almost outside of the white and back on the green by the time Kaiser White made contact with him, but they leave that one a no call.
3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and an empty set look. Ty Johnson out widest to the left here. Play clock down to 2. 1. Here's the snap. They get it off. Allen going to tuck it and run. Looking to fake out the defender. Can't pull away from the shoestring tackle as he's down to the 7-yard line, and the clock will run unless they call a timeout, and they do.
Timeout. Buffalo, the second and a half. 30-second timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
Kaiser White jumps on Josh Allen when he's already on the ground. Bills offensive line rallied around looking like they wanted to retaliate, but understanding we cannot get a penalty in this situation and back them up. That was a smart decision by the O-line. This game's likely going to get fairly chippy. This Bills team's extremely frustrated. Maybe 3 potential personal fouls in a row there. The last 2 uncalled. And so the Bills now sitting 2nd and 3 with the ball on Arizona's 7-yard line. You still have 1 timeout left. Josh Allen, I would assume they're not going to run a designed run for him, but wouldn't surprise me to see him keep this one on the ground and try and get this ball in the end zone with his legs like he does so often. And there it looked like Josh Allen was going to potentially drag the Cardinals defender that had him by the ankle towards the end zone, but they rallied to him.
It is a 2nd and 3 on the 7. So if you get past the 4-yard line and a first down, you could conceivably spike it really quick as well to stop the clock. 3 receivers to the left in a bunch formation. Johnson to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff. No, it's a keeper by Allen. Looking for the pylon. Leaps for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen with a 7-yard touchdown run. That got the joint jumping.
With 1 timeout still left, Joe Brady felt confident that they could run the read option play. He fakes it to Ty Johnson. He gets the edge, and with 2 Cardinals defenders dragging on him, Josh Allen's able to use his 6'5" frame to reach that ball out over the end zone, and the Bills get this one back within a score.
Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. 19 seconds left in the half as Bass is on for the extra point. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin. Kick is up by Bass, and it is good. 19 seconds left, and the Bills are right back in the ball game. 17-10 your score in favor of Arizona. Buffalo will have to kick this one off before the half ends. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, that was a big drive for the Buffalo Bills, and your Toyota drive time was 7 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 21 seconds. That's brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Double dip time for the Bills. Now, obviously, there's still 19 seconds left here in the half, but assuming the Cardinals just sit on this, you never know. The Bills have to come out in the second half with the ball and get some more points on the board. They've cut it back to 1 score.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. Be interesting to see what the strategy is here. As you're going into the wind, Eric, I mean, you know, a touchback is not a lock here to kick it out of the back of the end zone is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And if Arizona's able to get a good return, they could go try to, with 3 timeouts left, go try and get a field goal before the end of the half.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. DJ Dallas and Amari DiMercato back deep to return for Arizona. Wind blew the ball off the tee for Bass. He's going to set it up again. Sam Martin waiting in the wings in case he's needed to hold it. Bass going to take a short run up to the ball and line drive it. Bounces at the 10-yard line. Dallas has to take some time to field it, killing some clock. Bounces off a tackle. He's wrapped up and dropped by Casey Toohill at the 3-yard line. Well, they got just what they wanted on that. Time off the clock, and Dallas needed some extra time just to pick the ball up. Nice kick by Bass.
Yeah, we're going to call that the perfect coverage of the game, and it's brought to you by United Healthcare Medicare Advantage. Visit uhcmedicarebuffalo.com to learn more.
Cam Lewis, Jamarcus Ingram into the game here. As it looks like they're going with that dime package. But looks like Arizona's just going to kneel this one out with 11 seconds left, and that's what Murray does. He takes a knee, and that will take us to the half. Arizona up 17-10 here at the break. Buffalo will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Stay tuned for the Skyworks stats of the game, presented by Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up. Visit SkyworksLLC.com. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Seneca Gaming and Entertainment, we've got your game.
Get ready, Buffalo, for a thrilling touchdown at Seneca Gaming in Irving with Wear It Wednesday. Every Wednesday, rally behind our hometown team by sporting your Buffalo red and blue gear in the game room. Score a $10 free play and tackle, chances to win football tickets and other epic prizes.
We've got your game.
Your next big win is lined up at Wear It Wednesday at Seneca Gaming in Irving. For all the game details, visit SenecaGames.com.
We've got your game.
Drive into summer with a Honda CR-V and Accord. Your fun-to-drive, weekend getaway vehicles. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So hurry in to the Honda Summer Event.
For great deals, visit your local Upstate Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
What's up, football fans? Thanks for hanging out with us today for NFL's kickoff weekend. It's week 1, Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals, live from Buffalo right here on TSI. Thank you for being here. Please take a minute and hit that subscribe button. Are you an insider yet? Have you joined this awesome community of sports fans from Toronto? Please hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell, and let's have some fun today here in the chat. Appreciate you all being here and helping this community continue to grow. Let's go, Bills. Let's finish strong and get the victory.
That's it. How will I handle it all?
How can I keep going like this?
We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7. Learn more at 988.ny.gov. Brought to you by the New York State Office of Mental Health.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome to the ECMC Halftime Show on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. ECMC Go, where the Bills go. I'm your host, Nate Geary, live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. The Bills trail the Arizona Cardinals 17-10 at the half. Let's check in with our Sal Capaccio, who joins me from the sideline. Sal, less than ideal start for the Bills, but let's start with a quick injury status update. Taron Johnson, he went down with an injury on the first defensive possession. Any updates there?
He is questionable return. He went into the locker room. He never came out. Not great news there on Taron Johnson. We'll see if he comes out in the second half.
All right, let's stick with that side of the ball, Sal. Hard to imagine a worse start or worst half of football for Bobby Babich and his unit. How do they turn this around in the second half?
Well, I think they're just going to have to really start understanding that Kyler Murray can make plays everywhere. I think they did coming into the game, but they might have to be more aggressive to force the issue, to not let him run around back there, make some plays. He's really hurt them with his legs, and then late in the down, completing some passes.
Listen, they did not possess the ball very much, Sal, but 5 passing attempts for Josh Allen cannot be the plan A game plan for Joe Brady and this Bills offense.
No, but look, I think both offenses are kind of moving the ball at will, to be quite honest with you, Nate. The problem is the Bills, once they turned it over, and once they had a touchdown call back, but they can't stop the Cardinals. The Cardinals can't stop then, and right now it's just because the Bills had a lot of penalties, really awful mistakes.
Awesome, Sal. Well, they appreciate it. Enjoy the second half.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Sal Capaccio there, and when we return, I've got your first half highlights, the Skyworks stats of the game, and a check the out-of-town scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable. I'm Nate Geary. You're listening to the ECMC Halftime Show on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Catholic Health. Catholic Health, the right way to care.
By Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
By Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business.
By Dunn Tire, official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills.
And by the Barnes Firm. Car crash? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
Paid actors represent actual clients. After my motorcycle accident, my attorneys at the Barnes Firm got me $300,000, 5 times more than insurance offered.
After my car accident, insurance offered $50,000. My case was worth over $1 million more.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes Firm now. You might be surprised.
My case was worth $800,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grider, 500 Pearl.
At the UPS store, we understand the importance of a first impression. That's why we're here to help you put your best foot forward and be unstoppable with our printing services. With high-quality paper stock options, banners, business cards, menus, and more, we make sure your small business stands out and your message reaches the masses. After all, we're the one-stop prints that pop store. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, prices, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today and get your print on.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back to the ECMC Halftime Show on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. ECMC Go, where the Bills go. I'm Nate Geary. The Bills trail the Cardinals 17-10 at the half. Time now for some first half highlights. The Bills dug themselves into a 10-0 hole early in this game, thanks in part to a Josh Allen fumble on their first offensive possession, but responded with a Tyler Bass field goal on their second possession, facilitated by a 23-yard pitch and catch from Allen to Dawson Knox.
Fakes the pitch, fires over the middle. It's complete to Knox, who's rolling and rumbling all the way down to the 20-yard line. 24-yard pass play. Allen to Knox.
The Cardinals methodically moved the ball down the field on their third possession to push their lead to 17-3 before the Bills finally got the pass game going when Josh Allen found Khalil Shakir for a 19-yard gain.
Looking to his right, pumps, now has to roll out to his left. Allen wide open to Shakir at the 42, bounces off a tackle, 45-50, over midfield. Big play by Khalil Shakir.
The Bills finally found the end zone on that drive when Josh Allen found Paydirt from 7 yards out.
Here's the snap. Handoff. No, it's a keeper by Allen. Looking for the pylon. Leaps for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen with a 7-yard touchdown run.
Time now for the Skyworks stats of the game. Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. Visit skyworksllc.com. In that first half, Josh Allen 5 of 5 for 76 yards. He was sacked twice and finished with a quarterback rating of 118.8 on the ground. An impressive first half for James Cook, 8 for 49 on the ground. He was an average of 6.1 yards per carry. And the receiving end, a bunch of ones in the receiving column. It is Dawson Knox with 23 yards in that first half to lead all Bills receivers. Let's check a quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable. And around the league, the Steelers and Falcons. The Falcons have a 10-9 lead. That one is at the half. Then you've got Bears and Titans. Titans have a 17-3 first-half lead over the Bears. Will Levis, 67 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard, 9 carries, 64, and a score as well. A surprising first-half score in Cincinnati, where the New England Patriots have a 10-0 halftime lead over the Bengals. Ramondre Stevenson in that one, 11 carries for 60 yards and a score. The Texans, they carry a 12-7 halftime lead over the Indianapolis Colts. C.J. Stroud, 142 yards and a score in that one. The Jaguars, a 14-7 lead with 28 seconds left in that first half. Tua Tagovailoa with 99 yards. Devon Achane with 4 receptions for 60 yards to lead the way there. 30-0 New Orleans over Carolina in the first half. And Raheed Shaheed in that first half, 2 catches for 60 yards and a score. And it's Sam Darnold with 151 yards and a score, leading the Vikings to a 14-3 halftime lead over the New York Giants. That's going to do it back here for me in our Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Second half action continues next with Chris Brown, Eric Wood, and Sal Capaccio. That's after a quick timeout. I'm Nate Geary. This is Buffalo Bills football.
The basketball talk never stops all summer long on SiriusXM NBA Radio.
That's one of the best signings of the summer.
Our experts are breaking down every move and talking to some of the best guests around the association.
We're talking with Rich Paul of Clutch Sports Management.
The head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is JJ Redick.
Football fans, how we doing? All right. How's it going, everybody? Thank you all for being here. Halftime. All right. The Jays are playing the Braves over on the other live stream. So if you haven't been to the Jays stream yet, please go hit that like button over there as well. Here we've got my man TSI Tim right here with his beautiful wife at the Buffalo Bills store outside the stadium. Appreciate you hanging out in the chat today. We got a bunch of new Buffalo fans in the chat as well. We've got Area Jane. Thanks for hanging out with us, Area, as well. Mushroom, I appreciate all of the updates there, man. Appreciate it there. And oh, God. Oh, man, those Panthers. That was a horrible, horrible play there for your bet with the Saints. The 30-0. Ouch. Oh, man. But we got Mia in the chat as well. We got Steve here. Sawyer. Lafiatu. Michael A. Appreciate you all hanging out with us. Sonoran Guy. Let's go Cardinals. No, let's go Bills. Go Bills, go. Can't wait for the second half to get started up. It'll be coming back in a few minutes, so I'm going to shut the heck up and get back to the radio feed. And, hey, we got Mark in the chat as well. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? Thanks for hanging out with us and smashing that like button. Appreciate you being here and getting that wave going, helping our teams go. Jackie Kerr, go Bills, go. I love it. Thanks for hanging out with us, Jackie. All right, everybody, let's get back to the feed. There's TSI Tim at the game. And we'll see you guys back in the chat. Let's go Bills. Finish strong. What's up, football fans? Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Sports Grid Radio, channel 159 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio, channel 88, and the SiriusXM app.
Northwest Bank for what's next. Time for halftime adjustments, brought to you by Freed Maxic CPAs, a top 100 accounting and consulting firm in the nation.
Yeah, first adjustment, the Bills got to put some pressure on Kyler Murray. He's 16 for 19 to start this game, and that includes a bad drop by Marvin Harrison Jr., or his stat line would look even better. He's got 4 rushes for 28 yards in the first half. He's averaging 7 yards when he does tuck it and run. The Bills have got to put some pressure on him. And then the Bills offensively, they need to score on the first drive of the second half. That will put some pressure. That'll get this crowd back into this game. This Arizona offense has essentially sucked the life out of this Highmark Stadium crowd.
Yeah, and the plays run by each offense is an indication of that. 36 for Arizona, just 19 offensive plays for Buffalo. It's almost a 2-1 margin. Here's the thing, Eric. Bills are gaining 7.4 yards on average per play. Arizona 5.3. The Bills are moving the ball. They just haven't had it.
Yeah, they haven't had it, and then they had a turnover, a sack fumble on their first drive deep in Arizona territory. And so otherwise this game likely is 17-17 at this point. But both defenses are struggling in this game. This Bills defense looks like it's going to be without Taron Johnson. I still haven't seen him back on the field after he went into the locker room with a forearm injury. You know, maybe the best player on their defense is out now. And you also have Matt Milano out. This is a depleted Bills defense that has so many new faces, and they are just making it way too easy right now on Kyler Murray and this Arizona offense.
Time of possession in that first half, 20 minutes, 6 seconds for Arizona, 9:54 for Buffalo, so a 2-1 margin there. And you wonder if the Bills offense is going to be interested in sustaining drives to try to give their defense a little bit of a break here in the second half and maybe try to flip the script in terms of time of possession. As we told you, Bills will receive here to start the second half, so this is the double dip opportunity. Arizona won the coin toss, chose to receive first, and now the Bills in that double dip opportunity with that touchdown drive in the first half to end the second quarter, now hoping to double up on that with the first possession of the second half. Second half kickoff brought to you by Game Day Hospitality. For your Buffalo tailgate and travel needs, check out GameDayHospitality.com. Matt Prater set to kick this one off and get us going here in the second half. Arizona up 17-10 as we start this third quarter. Brandon Covington and Ty Johnson deep to return for Buffalo. And once again, that wind blows the football off the tee.
The official report on Taron Johnson is now that he's not going to return to this game. That's a huge blow to this Bills defense.
Especially knowing they've got a division game coming up in 4 days. Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Car crash for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION. Prater's going to try it a second time. And successful as he line drives it, but it falls short of the landing zone. It bounced at the 22-yard line, so the Bills are going to get this one at the 40.
These dynamic kickoffs are already playing a role here in this game. The Bills are going to get at the 40 here. Earlier in the game, they gave Codrington a chance at the return, and he took it back into Arizona territory on the return.
All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Buffalo Bills is prohibited. So a beautiful drive start for Buffalo at their own 40, 1st and 10. 3 receivers out to the left side as Cook comes over to the right side in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hand off to Cook. Going to come around the left side behind Spencer Brown on the kickout block. Gets out to the 45, but a flag flies late. And they're going to call holding on Buffalo. Kaiser White on the tackle.
Holding. Offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, I find it interesting. The Cardinals gave the Bills the win to start this half. The Bills obviously chose to receive. The Cardinals get a choice. They kicked and gave the Bills the win in this third quarter. They'll have it in the fourth quarter, but that's an interesting choice with the Bills getting the ball down 7.
And I'm just going to say that Dawkins' holding call was not good. The defensive lineman grabbed Dawkins by the back of his helmet, pulled him forward, and then acted like he was getting held. It's like a rabbit punch in boxing. 1st and 20 for Buffalo here as Cook goes in motion in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Allen out into the right flat to Cook. Looking to shake a defender and does. Lowers his head and gets out to the 34, maybe the 35-yard line for a gain of 5 on the play. Owen Papo on the stop.
The Bills have really hurt themselves in this game with penalties, whether they've been good calls or not. That's now 6 penalties on the game for 49 yards and has really dictated some of the biggest moments of this game.
Kincaid and Knox both on the field. They go out to the left side of the formation. 2 receivers to the right. Cook in the backfield to the right of Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 15 from the 35. Samuel in motion right to left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looks to the right side. Complete to Coleman at the 39. But he's gang tackled there as he gets no gain after the reception. They're going to mark his forward progress at the 39. That's going to set up 3rd and 11. Tackle by Papo.
In the first half, the Bills were just 1 for 2 on 3rd down. Josh Allen starts this game a perfect 7 for 7.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun here on 3rd and 11 from the 39. Cook motions up closer to the line of scrimmage to pick up a blitz. Blitz comes from the other side. Allen avoids it, rolls out to his right. Complete to Cook into Arizona territory and down to the 36-yard line. Big first down on a 3rd and 11. Budda Baker on the tackle. It's a 25-yard pass play.
What a play by Josh Allen. Miscommunication at the line of scrimmage leaves a blitzing Papo right up the middle. Josh makes him miss, navigates the pocket, and then finds James Cook down the field to pick up the first down on 3rd and 12. What a play by 17 there.
Cook the lone setback as Allen now goes under center. 1st and 10 at the Arizona 36. Good penetration there by Arizona. They were all over that play. It's going to go for a loss of 3.
That was the same Curtis Samuel motion to the same side of the inside zone, and there, Arizona anticipating it. Likely their coaches drawing that one up over and over on the sideline. Osiris Torrance beaten at the line of scrimmage, forced James Cook right into the waiting arms of Budda Baker.
Cook did not even get back to the line of scrimmage before he was swarmed under. 2nd and 13 now as we come up on 12 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Bills down 17-10. 3 receivers to the left. Knox on the right side in a 3-point stance. Ray Davis into the game. Fakes the handoff. Play action for Allen. Has Davis wide open on the left side at the 35 to the 30. Lowers his head and has another first down as they mark him out of bounds at the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Karen Williams, Max Melton on the stop as the rookie makes a contribution.
Hard play action there, looking to take a shot down the field. No one open, so Josh Allen makes the smart play, checks it down to Ray Davis, and now Josh Allen's 9 for 9 in this game for 123 yards.
Officially marked at the 24. It's a 16-yard pass play. 3 receivers to the right here. Davis the lone setback with Allen under center on 1st and 10. Hand off to Davis. Big hole on the right side to the 20, 15. Lowers the shoulder, and he's down to the 12-yard line. Jalen Thompson on the stop, but the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. 12-yard carry for Davis.
Bills have a nice thunder and lightning combo in Ray Davis and James Cook. Ray Davis at 220 pounds provides some serious thump in the backfield, and we've seen it on display in these last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 11 of Arizona for Buffalo as they're threatening to tie the score. 3 receivers to the left, and now Quentin Morris comes in tight to the formation on the left side. Davis the lone setback to the right of Allen. He's going to get the handoff. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he cannot even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a no-gain carry at best. Zaven Collins on the stop. We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 10-20 and counting here, and a 2nd and a long 10 for Buffalo.
The Bills ran their tackle trap play. They pulled Spencer Brown across the formation, and Zaven Collins, the outside linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals, made a nice play making him miss and then bringing Ray Davis down at the line of scrimmage.
Cook back into the game, going to go in motion out of the backfield. Bunch formation on the right side with Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap, blitz coming, throws it, and it's batted down. Mack Wilson knocked it out of the air as he was blitzing off the edge. Incomplete.
Josh Allen read the blitz. He had Dalton Kincaid out in the flat, but that was a nice play by Wilson to bat that ball down. So now it's 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bills. 2 for 3 on 3rd down on the day. Last time they had 3rd and long, Josh Allen made a remarkable play to get James Cook the ball down the field. This is a tough one, though. When you're down in the red zone, all the windows get tight. This is an extremely tough 3rd and 10 coming up.
Bills going empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. On a 3rd and 10, play clock down to 5. 3, 2, here's the snap. Another blitz down the middle. Touchdown, Mack Hollins. An 11-yard touchdown strike from Allen to Hollins. And the barefoot wonder scores from 11 yards out.
Josh Allen reads the blitz, and he goes to his 6'4" receiver in a one-on-one matchup. throws it high over the middle of the field where only Mac Hollins can get it. That's a heck of a throw and catch there.
The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. This will be from the left hash. It's a snap, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. 9:51, and the Bills have finally pulled even. We're knotted up at 17 with 9:51 left in the third quarter. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you by Northwest Bank. At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. Like the next reason to shout. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Snyder Industries. Tomorrow's technology today. Join their team now at snyderindustries.com.
By Reimer Home Services. For everything your home needs, trust Reimer.
By Equitable Advisors. Thinking about today, planning for tomorrow.
And by Seneca Buffalo Creek Casino. Nothing else comes close. Freed Maxick is one of the largest locally owned public accounting firms in the Western New York region and a top 100 CPA firm in the nation. Freed Maxick has over 300 employees who enjoy a wide range of unique benefits. Freed Maxick has opportunities at all levels for in-person and remote talent. Join the Freed Maxick team and start or continue your career with a...
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Please share this link out to your friends, Bills fans, football fans. Share the link out. Get your friends into this chat. Let's go. Let's get more people in here chatting it up about the Buffalo Bills. And let's have some fun here during week one. We're growing a huge community here. We're going to be live every single game right here on TSI. Every game of the Buffalo Bills. Tell your friends. Let's get this chat growing and popping off. And hey, hey, let's go Buffalo! All right, enough of that. No more singing from me. See you in the chat.
And the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-hey-s. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, the Bills tie it up here early in the third quarter. 10 plays, 60 yards, 5:09 off the clock. That's your Toyota Drive Time, brought to you by Toyota. The official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, let's go back to that opening kickoff. Didn't hit the landing zone. Bills got it at the 40. That's how important it was.
Thanks very much, Sal. 9:51 left in this third quarter, and the crowd is back into it as well. Expect them to be whipped into a frenzy for this next possession by Arizona. Ball blew off the tee for Tyler Bass. He's going to try it a second time here, and there it goes again. Here comes Sam Martin, the punter. So he will be the 12th man on the cover team. He has to exit the field as soon as the kick is up and away. So he's just going to put a finger on the ball and keep it there as the wind continues to whip here on this early September afternoon. DeMercado and Dallas deep to return for Arizona as it's up and away. And this one going to carry into the back of the end zone. And Arizona going to get it at their own 30 as Kyler Murray in the offense comes back out on the field for the Cardinals.
Kyler Murray was efficient in the first half. 16 for 19, 131 yards and a touchdown, added another 28 on the ground. They've got to apply pressure on Kyler Murray. And when they've tried to bring blitz, Kyler Murray's done a great job of finding those holes at the second level. They got to bring pressure with just the four-man rush.
3 tight ends set here for Arizona. They used it in the first half, using it again here in the second. Murray in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Connor. Going to come around the left side where the tight ends were, but the Bills have strung that one out. There's a halftime adjustment, Eric, as Terrell Bernard escorts him over the sideline for a minimal gain.
Ed Oliver penetrated on the play, and it forced James Conner and the pullers to have to bubble back, and that allowed the Bills defense to be able to rally to the football as James Conner wasn't able to get to the edge as fast.
He was able to gain 2 yards on the carry, so 2nd and 8 at the Arizona 32. Murray in the shotgun as the crowd's getting into it. Same heavy set formation as Connor is to the left of Murray. He's going to take the handoff and try to go to the right side. Can't get the edge as he's ankle tackled by Cam Lewis. Good open field job there by the new nickel corner in the game in place of Taron Johnson.
We're going to have 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Arizona Cardinals. They were 5 for 7 on 3rd down in the first half. Bills putting back in their dime defense, and the Bills have to be wary of a Kyler Murray scramble here. He picked up a couple first downs with his legs in the first half.
4 carries for 28 yards for Murray in the first half as Von Miller checks into the game here on 3rd and 6. Murray in the shotgun, crowd getting loud. Here's the snap, blitz is coming. Murray swerved under and he's sacked. He probably tripped over an offensive lineman's leg, but Greg Rousseau was there with Cam Lewis and others.
I think we're going to get our 2nd sack of the game for Greg Rousseau. In a contract year, he's primed to have a big season, and he goes around the right tackle, beats him, and is able to swipe him with his left arm to bring down Murray for the sack. That's the first 3 and out in this game for either team.
Blake Gillikin, the punter for Arizona, on for the first time today, as Codrington is back to return for Buffalo, standing at his own 30. There's the snap. Kick is up and driven. Nice ball into the wind. Fielded at the 24. Codrington changing his field to the 30. Caught from backside pursuit on a nice play made there by Max Melton, the corner. 7:53 left in this 3rd quarter, and we are tied at 17. Buffalo with the football when we return. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Touchdown, Buffalo!
Bills fans, get more of the great content you crave right now on the Sirius XM app. Just search Buffalo Bills on the app and tap the favorite star. You not only hear the game with your hometown announcers, but you'll also get access to the pre- and post-game shows. And come back during the week for extra Bills content, including coach and player press conferences, special team-specific shows, interviews, and much more. It's all on the Sirius XM app. Download it and search Buffalo Bills today.
Surrender your mind and body to the rhythm of electronic dance music on SiriusXM. EDM hits and sets from the world's top DJs are on BPM Channel 52. Drop into a 24/7 global house party thrown by superstar DJ and tastemaker Diplo on
Diplo's Revolution,
Channel 53. Or decompress and unwind to the down-tempo and deep house grooves on SiriusXM Chill. Listen to all of these and more dance channels across SiriusXM.
Hey football fans, thanks for hanging out with us today for this Week 1 matchup. The NFL season is here. The Buffalo Bills hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Please take a moment and check to see if you have hit that like button. If you have, thank you very much. If you haven't, please hit it. It helps us bring more fans here into the chat to chat with the Bills and cheer these Bills on today, because we need to get a victory here in Week 1 and start the march all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's go Bills! Thank you for hitting that like button, and we'll see you back in the chat.
At 4:05 p.m. Eastern, the Las Vegas Raiders battle the Los Angeles Chargers. Catch the Raiders on Sirius 106 XM 380, or the Chargers on Sirius 85 XM 225. Then at 4:25 p.m. Eastern, the Cowboys take on the Browns. Listen to the Cowboys on Sirius 160 XM 382, or the Browns on Sirius 82 XM 228 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Hear every game all season long with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. With SiriusXM, wherever you are, your team plays here.
Bobby Babbage brought 6 defenders. He's brought second-level defenders early in this game, but he didn't ever bring 5 to 6 defenders. And there, he says, okay, we can't necessarily hold up in our normal zone coverage right now. I'm going to bring 6 defenders. They force the 3 and out by getting the sack.
And with a short quarterback, if you keep him hemmed in, he can't see anything downfield, and he ends up turtling, and that's what happened. Allen in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 31. An orbit motion from Khalil Shakir. They fake the pitch, and now throw it out in the right flat to Cook. Out to the 30, darts around a defender, and gets out to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3 or 2 on the play. They'll bring up 2nd and 8.
I've really liked how much motion Joe Brady has used throughout this game. constantly allowing Josh Allen to identify coverages by bringing guys in motion and trying to keep this Cardinals defense off guard.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2 tight ends set for Buffalo here. 2 receivers to the left, one of them being the tight end. Knox in motion, comes to the right side. Handoff goes to Ray Davis, but he is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage as that play was going nowhere fast. Zaven Collins on the stop.
Yeah, Collins made Dawson Knox whiff on the edge, and then he's able to stop Ray Davis before it gets going. I mentioned that the Cardinals had the first 3 and out of the game. Now the Bills looking at a 3rd and 7 here as they got the ball back with the game tied after forcing the 3 and out.
Ty Johnson checks into the game. He'll be in the backfield to the left of Allen, the shotgun. Knox is on his right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here on 3rd and 7. Play clock down to 6. There's a snap. Cardinals rush 4. Allen looking deep down the middle of the field. He's got Valdez-Scantling, and he missed him. Wide of the mark. Valdez-Scantling had a step on Starling Thomas, but they could not connect, and the punt team will come on for Buffalo.
He just missed him. It was a slight overthrow by Josh Allen, wind potentially playing a factor, and the safety, Jalen Thompson, broke on Shakir coming across the field. It was the perfect read by Josh Allen, and he just misses MVS.
First punt of the day here for Sam Martin after Billiken had his first. Greg Dortch back to return for Arizona. An Aussie-style punt, going to go end over end. Dortch is going to have running room from the 15. Looking to come up the near sideline and is swarmed under, tackled quickly. Cam Lewis, and along with him, Mac Hollins on the tackle, and there's some extracurricular after the play. A lot of jaw-jacking after a 6-yard return by Dortch. 6:16 left in the third. Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast proudly presented by Reimer Home Services. For everything your home needs, trust Reimer. Tied at 17, this is Buffalo Bills football.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
The NFL season is here, and Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you win.
Touchdown, San Francisco!
From tough lineup decisions to waiver wire advice to so much more.
In this running back economy, you cannot afford to drop a running back.
Our experts will help you dominate.
I think there's value there on Austin Eckler, especially in PPR formats.
Fantasy Sports Radio, your home for fantasy football all season long. Channel 87 and on the SiriusXM app.
It's the sound of where you've been and who you are. And SiriusXM has channels for every era of classic country. New millennium hits are on Y2 Country, Channel 57. The 80s and 90s play all day, every day on Prime Country, Channel 58. And Willie's Roadhouse, Channel 61 is honky tonk heaven. On the road, classic country curated by the legend Willie Nelson. Listen to all these and more across SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app.
Touchdown! Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
Tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Jags still leading the Dolphins 17-7 in that one, and the Patriots leading the Bengals, shutting them out 13-0. That is an NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Thanks very much, Sal. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 1st and 10 for Arizona from their own 21. Back to pass is Murray. Steps up in the pocket, throws to the right flat. It's complete, but tripped up immediately by Cam Lewis is Greg Dortch after a gain of 4 on the play.
Looked like Daquan Jones on the pressure on Kyler Murray there. They're starting to get some pressure, get some hits on Kyler Murray. Those add up when you're able to hit a quarterback consistently.
2nd and 7 here. 2 receivers to the right. And now coming in motion is Michael Wilson to the right side. Murray in the shotgun here. Going to make a check at the line. Connor the lone setback. He's now to the left of Murray in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Bills threatening blitz as Bernard hints at it. Williams blitzes, pumps, ball's out! And it's recovered by Buffalo. The question is whether they deem it an incomplete pass. Dorian Williams on the football. It's Buffalo ball.
And that looked like Greg Rousseau getting his 3rd sack on the game. Greg Rousseau making a major impact on this game. He's able to beat right tackle Beachum, and that ball is out. He gets him right in the pocket, swipes at the football. Dorian Williams, who had came on the blitz, able to recover the football. And the Bills, who give an early turnover on the sack fumble in this game to the Cardinals, now even up that turnover margin at 1-1.
And Rousseau beat the backup right tackle who is into the game now after the injury suffered by Jonah Williams. That's Kelvin Beachum.
Yeah,
he beat him bad.
Yeah, we thought that the Bills are going to have a massive advantage with Rousseau against Jonas Williams, their right tackle, even worse against their backup Beachum.
So it's 1st and 10 from the Arizona 21. Cook upended right at the line of scrimmage, able to fall forward for a yard on the play, but Mack Wilson came flying in there like a heat-seeking missile. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, right before that turnover, I saw Garrett Williams, cornerback for the Cardinals, run up the tunnel with trainers. Even if it's an equipment adjustment, the flip of the possession happened, so he's not on the field right now for Arizona.
All right, good point there, Sal. 2nd and 9 here for Buffalo. Pistol formation look by the Bills. Cook behind Allen in the shotgun. 2nd and 9, here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, has Coleman open at the 14 and falls forward as he's got a defender wrapped around his ankle, and he's down to the 13-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and short. The Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
3rd catch of the game now for Keon Coleman. Sure-handed receiver for the Bills. He's also drawn 2 holding calls, or a pass interference and a holding call. The rookie wide receiver making an impact on this one.
Number 70 is reported as eligible.
Alec Anderson checks into the game as the 6th offensive lineman. They're going to go with a heavy set here on 3rd and a long one. Coleman out to the left, but it's a 3 tight end look for all intents and purposes with Ty Johnson in the backfield. Takes the handoff and is met right at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got it. It's going to be close. He's right at the 11-yard line, which is where the first down marker is. But Roy Lopez, the nose tackle, and Kairos Tonga were in there in a hurry.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be just short of the 11-yard line, which is the line to gain for the first down. Sean McDermott standing down by the officials, and the yard markers on the sideline taking a peek at it. He's going to leave the offense on the field here. I'd expect to see a Josh Allen quarterback sneak here.
So it's 4th and about half a yard. Play clock down to 7. They're going to have to move here. Allen under center, takes the snap, and gets shoved forward. He appears to have it. I just hope he has the football. That was a quick snap, and people were shoving him already.
Yeah, and that's one concern you have with a brand new center in Connor McGovern. Those kind of goal line situations, those 4th and inches. That's a great job by Josh, getting that snap, tucking it right to his chest immediately, falling forward for the first down to keep this drive alive. Bills are going to have the win for just 2 minutes and 56 seconds and counting left in this 3rd quarter.
So we got a 1st and 10 at the 11. The Bills can get a first down if they get to the half-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, Kincaid on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Shakir. Has a blocker in front. Down to the 3-2. Reaching for the goal line, and he's in. Khalil Shakir with an 11-yard catch and run for the touchdown. And Spencer Brown gets the spiking honors. Buffalo in front.
Just a quick hitter to Shakir on the left side of the Bills offensive formation. Deion Dawkins out in front, lead blocking. Shakir with the Cardinals defender on the ground, rolls over him backwards, has the awareness to reach the ball back over the top of his head backwards and extend it across the goal line for the touchdown.
That was a body contortion if ever there was one. Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. 2:37 left in this third quarter, and the Bills have their first lead of the ball game, up 24-17. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. The next backyard patio party host, thanks to lines of credit with competitive rates. Even the next thing to check off your to-do list, with home equity loans that let you refinance high-interest debt. Our home lending solutions can help make your dream home a reality. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're injured at work, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji, 854-1446, or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law. Fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up.
By Upstate Honda Dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
And by Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bills fans.
See your local Upstate Honda dealer for our fuel-efficient lineup and reserve your Honda today.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Retake the lead. Actually, the first time that they've had the lead all season here in this game. 5 plays, 21 yards, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time. Brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Also, guys, Ty Johnson is in the tent down here. Bills running back Ty Johnson's in the tent. Also, I mistakenly said Garrett Wilson. Of course, he's the receiver for the Jets. It's Garrett Williams, the corner out of Syracuse, who has not come back out of the tunnel yet for the Cardinals.
Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes firm. Car crash for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION. As the kickoff is up and away and will go for a touchback. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Deion Dawkins on that Khalil Shakir touchdown absolutely trucked a Cardinals defender at the second level, getting the assist on the play.
Pistol formation look here from the Cardinals on 1st and 10 from the 30. Takes the snap, handoff goes to Connor, met just past the line of scrimmage and brought down for a 3-yard gain by Terrell Bernard. Cam Lewis with the assist on the tackle.
Greg Rousseau's making a massive impact on this game. 3 sacks in the game, forces the fumble that sets up the touchdown right there. Greg Rousseau is setting himself up for a monster season. We heard about it all offseason, all the talk, and he's putting it on display here today.
3-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 7. Murray in the shotgun with Connor to his right. 2 receivers to the left, tight ends on the right side. Michael Wilson in late motion. Fakes the handoff, looks deep down the right side for McBride, and it's incomplete. It hit Taylor Rapp in the back as he was in coverage. Arizona appealing for a flag, saying the defensive back never looked for the football, but the pass would not have reached him anyway.
I've loved the adjustments by defensive coordinator Bobby Babich here in the second half. And early on in the game, the Bills playing a lot of two-shell, a lot of bend but don't break, and they've really taken the aggression to this Cardinals offense, mainly all single high coverage and bringing second-level defenders on multiple plays.
Bills with a late call as the communication for Bernard may have gone out there and he couldn't hear. Had to rely on hand signals from linebackers coach Al Holcomb on the sideline. And now the refs are asking to reset the play clock.
And that stoppage in play right there by the refs likely assisted and helped out this Bills defense get their communication right.
3rd and 7, crowd whipped into a frenzy here. Murray in the shotgun at the Arizona 33. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Pocket collapsing. Rolls out to his left. He's got running room. 30, 35, 40. Has the first down. Dodges the defender to midfield. 45, 40, and he's out of bounds. The longest run of the day for Kyler Murray before he's over the sideline and forced there by Christian Benford.
And he had some happy feet there in the pocket, just understanding that the pressure's continuing to get to him. The Bills are in man-to-man defense here, so as Murray breaks contain, no defenders at the second level have their eyes on him, and that allows for the massive play there by Murray.
29-yard run by Murray down to the Buffalo 38. It's a fresh set of downs for Arizona here. He's in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the right. Connor to his right in the backfield. Play clock down to 4, 3, 2. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Connor. Works off the backside of a blocker. Gets away from a tackle to the 25-20. And rumbling down to the 13 to 16-yard line. A.J. Epinesa finally wrapped him up. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Hey guys, an injury update on Ty Johnson. I told you he was in the tent. He is questionable to return this game with a knee injury.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Car crash. For help, call 1-800-8-MILLION. Ty Johnson trying to test it out on the sideline with trainers. We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 33 seconds and counting left in the third. Murray in the shotgun with split backs. Handoff goes to Dortch, the receiver. Comes around the left side, has the corner. Forced out of bounds by Dorian Williams after a gain of 4, maybe 5.
Looked like the Bills are going to be able to force another 3 and out or another stop, and then Murray takes off with his legs to extend this drive here. 13 seconds and counting now, and I would say Arizona is likely to just take this one to the fourth quarter, and that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they'll prefer to have the wind at their back. Makes sense. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it. It's time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Helping you reach your goals with real-life solutions and advice. Go to Northwest.com. Northwest Bank for what's next. 24-17 Buffalo, but Arizona threatening. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
8 actors represent actual clients.
After my motorcycle accident, my attorneys at the Barnes Firm got me $300,000, 5 times more than insurance offered.
After my car accident, insurance offered $50,000. My case was worth over $1 million more.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes Firm now. You might be surprised.
My case was worth $800,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 grinder, 500 Pearl.
Kaleida Health is more than a place to work. For our employees, this is the place to build a career.
Longevity, the stability, I absolutely love Kaleida. Being 24 years here at Kaleida is an amazing job and accomplishment.
I started my career with Kaleida Health as an intern, and now I'm proud to be the president and CEO.
Kaleida Health is the place to make a job mean more. Apply at KaleidaHealth.org/careers.
Hey, it's Aaron Brewing back with Snyder Industries right here in Tonawanda. We've been busy installing over $5 million in new machines. Some shops are slowing down, but just like this summer, our backlog is on fire. See how you can make over $80,000 a year with a shop that values our employees like family. It's football season, and it's your time to tell us what it's going to take for you to be part of a winning team. Visit us at SnyderCNC.com or call Snyder Industries at 707-GEAR. That's 707-GEAR.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at Northwest.com.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
By Houghton University. Discover surprisingly affordable Christ-centered university right here in New York.
By Verizon, the official 5G network of the Buffalo Bills.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
And by Haynes Supply. From our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
A sideline report brought to you by Richmond Vona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona. You guys have talked about the impact Greg Rousseau has made in this game. Earlier this offseason, the Bills picked up his fifth-year option for next year. So he's locked up for 2 more years. He's put himself in a great position as a player with a fifth-year option coming up and then a contract, but the Bills do have him for 2 more years.
They could use a play from him now here on 2nd and 5 from the Buffalo 13. Murray in the shotgun with a receiver to each side in a 2 tight end set. Connor the lone setback to the left of Murray in the backfield. Play clock down to 5. 4. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Connor, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Cam Lewis is there, along with the defensive lineman, Daquan Jones.
It's a nice play by Daquan Jones, fighting off the block, stopping him at the line. Cam Lewis then rallies through the football to get the stop. 3rd down coming up for Arizona, who have been 6 for 9 in this game. That's a really high percentage. 66% is really high here in the NFL.
3rd and 4 here for Arizona. This plays a biggie at the Buffalo 12. Murray in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Connor to the right of Murray. Play clock down to 5. Fans in a frenzy. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Connor. They've got it strung out on the left side, and he's brought down. Cam Lewis once again sets the edge, and they drop him shy of the first down marker.
Interesting call there by Arizona to keep that ball on the ground. I would have put the ball in Murray's hands. In worst case, give him a chance to scramble again. But instead, they keep the ball on the ground to Connor, and they settle for the field goal attempt here.
And what's going to be interesting about this field goal attempt is the wind has shifted. It's now blowing left to right and slightly off center at the kicker, Matt Prater. Fortunately for him, it's only a 31-yard attempt from the left hash. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 13:32 left, the Cardinals make it a 4-point game. 24-20 in favor of Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Football Network.
Every NFL game is on Sirius XM. Today at 4:05 p.m. Eastern, the Las Vegas Raiders battle the Los Angeles Chargers. Catch the Raiders on Sirius 106 XM 380 or the Chargers on Sirius 85 XM 225. Then at 4:25 p.m. Eastern, the Cowboys take on the Browns. Listen to the Cowboys on Sirius 160 XM 382 or the Browns on Sirius 82 XM 228 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Everything a football fan needs is on the SiriusXM app. The biggest college football games.
Holy smokes, what a play!
Every NFL game with your hometown announcers.
It's a miracle in Las Vegas!
Winning fantasy football advice from the experts on Fantasy Sports Radio.
I'm just not overpaying for quarterbacks in a Superflex league.
And passionate personalities on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
I don't want to hear it. You're not winning a championship. Can we mellow out? Let's move on, please.
No matter how you follow football, it's all on the SiriusXM app.
I am all in, baby!
Hey everyone, it's Megyn Kelly from The Megyn Kelly Show. You hear me every weekday on SiriusXM Triumph Channel 111, but I am inviting you to join me over on the SiriusXM app for a very special series I'm doing with just you and yours truly.
What's up, football fans? Thanks for hanging out with us today for NFL's kickoff weekend. It's week 1, Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals, live from Buffalo right here on TSI. Thank you for being here. Please take a minute and hit that subscribe button. Are you an insider yet? Have you joined this awesome community of sports fans from Toronto? Please hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell, and let's have some fun today here in the chat. Appreciate you all being here and helping this community continue to grow. Let's go, Bills. Let's finish strong and get the victory.
86 in the car and anytime you want on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Whether your team is at home or on the road, hear every game with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. Just search for your team and click the favorite star.
Mark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 13:32 left in this one, and the Bills with a 24-20 lead. Field goal drive by Arizona. Cut it to 4. And now deep to return for Buffalo on the ensuing kickoff. 2 rookies, Brandon Codrington and Ray Davis. Ty Johnson was nicked up on the last drive. He is still on the sidelines with a helmet, but Davis out there to return with Codrington as the ball blows off the tee yet again. Wind has been whipping all afternoon. So Prater will try to tee it up again, and if that doesn't work, they'll have to get the punter out there, Gillikin, to hold, just like Sam Martin did for Tyler Bass the last time we were kicking this way.
Josh Allen's been efficient in this one, 13 for 15 in the game, and he's got 8 different receivers catching a ball in this game.
Kick is up and away as the wind carries it deep into the end zone, and Codrington going to take a knee. So the Bills will take it at the 30.
7 different guys have caught the football for Buffalo. We heard that this was going to be a committee. Everybody eats, and we're seeing it on display here today with great distribution by Josh Allen throughout this game.
So the offense will come out 1st and 10 at their own 30, and a clock-consuming drive would do a world of good here, especially if it finishes with points. Bunch formation on the left. Cook motioning in the backfield, but now settles to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Give is to Cook. Blockers in front to the 35 and wrestled down at the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. Mack Wilson on the stop.
Yeah, the Bills have an opportunity here to make this a 2-score game. We got 3 minutes and 17 seconds of counting left in this one. Both teams still have 3 timeouts, and we have Alec Anderson checking in to be the 6th offensive lineman here.
Coming up on 13 minutes and counting left in this one. Bills up 24-20. Facing a 2nd and 4 here. Cook the lone setback as Allen goes under center. Tight formation. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Cook. Looking over the middle. Now to the left side. Wide open is Valdez-Scantling for a first down as he's into Arizona territory and down at the 45-yard line. It's a 17-yard pass play. 19 yards.
The Bills bring in an extra offensive lineman and then run hard play action. I always love when they do that. It shores up the pass protection, gives Josh Allen a ton of time. I loved what he did with his eyes there again. Earlier in the game, he was setting up across the middle with his eyes on the other side of the field. Here, he stares down the swing route by the running back to open up the zone for Scantling.
Trips right the formation. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Dodges a defender in the backfield. Shakes another. Tries to get the corner and barely gets a couple of yards on the play. Boy, they had him dead to rights in the backfield. He made something out of nothing there.
He did. James Cook is having a nice day. He's got the wiggle. He's got the spark. He's been very productive these last couple years. Dawson Knox checking back in the game here. This 12 personnel is where I thought the Bills were going to live for a lot of this game, but we've seen more variety with their personnel groupings.
Bills out of the huddle with 14 on the play clock. 2 receivers to the left. One of them is Kincaid. Allen in the shotgun, back to pass. Going to roll out to his right. Looking for a receiver, comes back across, pass intended for Dawson Knox, but it is incomplete. It was a little behind him as he was sliding as he tried to make the catch. It'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Bills were politicking for a flag down the field. I think they thought they took a shot on the head of Dawson Knox, but as we get to see the replay, it looks like Jalen Thompson kind of hit him in the side. And so Bills sit here at the 44-yard line. If they can get maybe half of this back, wouldn't surprise me to see this be 4 down territory here for the Bills.
11:21 left, 3rd and 9 at the Arizona 44. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ty Johnson back into the game, and it's a false start by Osiris Torrance.
False start, offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty.
Third down. It's now 4 false starts for the Bills in this game. It just undisciplined. We saw this in the first week of the preseason, and we saw it get cleaned up after that, really costing themselves with penalties in this one. That's 7 total penalties for this Bills team.
So now it's a 3rd and 14. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end Kincaid now comes up to the line of scrimmage on the left side. Takes the snap, back to pass, throws over the middle, complete to Shakir, down to the 40 and the 37-yard line. And he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. Let's see what the Bills decide to do here.
Shakir has shown great run after catch ability in this game, and look, that's the importance of penalties. That's the magnitude of penalties. That would have been a first down had the Bills not jumped off sides. Instead, it's a 4th and 2. Sean McDermott going to keep his offense on the field.
Bills up on the ball. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Kincaid motions out wide to the right side, now comes back to the formation. Allen in the shotgun takes the snap. Back to pass, blitz coming, steps out of the pocket, going to take off and run. Got the first down as he's over the right sideline. He was tripped up there by Kaiser White, but has the first down as the Bills will move the sticks.
Both these quarterbacks doing a nice job on 3rd downs in this game by stealing them with their legs. There, Connor McGovern, the center, was beat on the play, but Josh Allen avoids the sack, able to get up the field for the first down to keep this drive going. Now 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in this one, and the Bills are slowly starting to get this time of possession almost back to even. It's about 27 minutes to 23 minutes here. 5 seconds left here on the play clock.
Laid out of the huddle, 2 seconds, 1, and they got to burn a timeout.
Timeout.
It had been getting later and later in the play clock here as this drive went along, Eric, and that one they just pushed it a little too far.
And that can happen when you get your quarterback tackled out of bounds as well, far out on the sideline.
10 minutes left in this one. Bills up 24-20. This is Buffalo Bills football.
If you love golf, then you should never turn off PGA Tour Radio. Hear from the biggest names in the sport.
Champion golfer of the year is Xander Schauffele.
I think best round of golf ever in my life.
Listen to special shows from people who love the game, like rock and roll legend Alice Cooper.
There's a putt, must be 90 feet long, and you make that putt.
And get help with your own game.
You'll get through your iron shots and have predictable distance.
It's all golf, all the time, on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
Hear every NFL game on SiriusXM.
What a play!
It's always a home game when you listen on the SiriusXM app. You'll get your local pre- and post-game shows and hear your hometown announcers call the action.
To the end zone, a walk-off winner!
Get ready for game day with weekly shows from NFL greats Bill Belichick and Phil Simms.
Whoever's coaching those wide receivers, I want to hire him.
And join the daily conversation on NFL Radio, Channel 88. Your home for the NFL is SiriusXM.
This week on Let's Go with Bill Belichick, Max Crosby, Peter King, and me, Jim Gray.
That quarterback position with these young men, it's a tough task, isn't it?
Caleb Williams, Daniels, Bonix probably played the most of these guys. These guys really haven't seen very much in terms of playing time. They haven't seen very much at all in terms of defensive scheme or game planning. There'll be some on-the-job training, maybe battlefield promotion or two.
Listen to the
What's up, Bills Mafia? How's it going? Let's go. 4th quarter finish strong. We've got 10 minutes left in this one. 4-point lead. Bills with the ball. Let's finish strong. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Any super chat would be greatly appreciated. We have bills to pay here. Would greatly appreciate any support. We've got 2 new members in the chat already. Thank you so much. And let's get back to it, Bills. Let's finish strong. Abigail Bremenyan God, excited space astronaut. Thanks for hanging out with us. Frank as well. Domenico Cipriani. How's my Italian? Is it good? All right, Mushroom, appreciate those updates. We got the NFL scoreboard going down here in the chat as well. All right, back to the football for real this time.
Time out there, though, guys. But I'll tell you, I talked to Joe Brady about this at the end of the preseason. It was very clean during the preseason, getting in and out of the huddle, getting the plays in and out. That time they had a late substitution, and that cost them, obviously, the timeout. But normally, it's been pretty good under Joe Brady here.
That team timeout was brought to you by Kaleida Health. Health lives here. Allen under center here on 1st and 10 from the Arizona 33 with 10 minutes left. Alec Anderson, the extra offensive lineman in. Cook the lone setback as Kincaid comes in motion right to left. Handoff goes to Cook, and the Arizona Cardinals have strung it out, and they drop him for a 2-yard loss. Zaven Collins and Kaiser White were all over it.
Yeah, I thought maybe James Cook had a rare miss with a potential cutback there. It looked like he was going to stick his foot in the ground and take it back across the formation up the field on that outside zone. That's often the cut. As the defense gets moving laterally, you put your foot in the ground. Maybe he saw something I didn't, but I thought that was a ball he should have cut back up.
Kincaid and Coleman on the right, Shakir on the left, and now Knox up on the left side of the formation. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun, play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Has time, looking deep down the right sideline for Coleman, and he's got it! Caught at the 5-yard line! That's what the top pick's here for. The Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
He was smothered, and Josh Allen just gives his 6'4" rookie a chance on the outside. He's out there going against a 5'10" corner. One-on-one coverage, and he hits him perfectly.
First and goal, Buffalo at the 6. Allen in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, looks into the corner again for Coleman, and it's incomplete as there was hand fighting there. Ball was a little rushed and probably a little flat. So it'll bring up second and goal.
Yeah, there, Murphy Bunting on the outside had good leverage over the top. Maybe that's a back shoulder fade. If they could do it over again, but Josh Allen going right back to his rookie, trying to get him a touchdown. Keon Coleman on the day, 4 receptions for 51 yards, and like I mentioned earlier, he's forced 2 penalties also in this game.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Allen in the shotgun, Kincaid and Cook in the backfield on either side of him. 2 receivers to the left. Cook in late motion. Here's the snap. Looks to the right flat to Cook. Now steps up in the pocket, throws, now he's going to run, and the Beast has once again been released. Josh Allen with a 6-yard touchdown romp. His second rushing touchdown of the day. 4 total touchdowns from the Bills QB. Can you say MVP?
I'm not sure how you stop that if you're the Arizona Cardinals. As soon as he breaks the line of scrimmage, it looks like there's defenders all around him, and he jumps over one, trucks the next, and gets into the end zone.
Tyler Bass on for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. There's the snap, it's high, hold is down, and the kick is good. It was tight to the upright there after the high snap. Good job by Martin getting it down. So with 8:44 left, the Bills with their biggest lead of the game, 31-20. 8:44 left. That was a heck of a drive by the offense there, Eric.
It was. You get the ball back and you're up 4 points. You have the opportunity to make this a 2-score game, and that's just what they do. That's consecutive touchdown drives, and really they've scored touchdowns on 4 of their last 5 drives of the game. They've done a great job of possessing the football here in the second half as well. At one point in the first half, the Bills were down in time of possession, 2-1, almost 3-1, and now they just have a little less, just like 2 minutes and 45 seconds less of time of possession. So a great job of keeping your defense off the field, and this has been a totally different second half for this entire Bills team. The offense has stayed in rhythm, but they've been able to capitalize with points, and then defensively they're really taking the aggression, and that starts with the play calling with Bobby Babich, not letting them just sit back in coverage and let Kyle Murray have tons of time back there, find the open zones. He's done a great job bringing 5-6 defenders, and then that frees up your defensive linemen to have one-on-ones, and now you see a 3-sack day by Greg Rousseau.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
The Toyota drive time was 10 plays, 70 yards, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. That's brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. As you guys can imagine, this crowd is way back into it. The Bills have now outscored the Cardinals 28-3 after being down 17-3 early in this one.
And Eric mentioned Greg Rousseau's 3-sack day. Rousseau is the first Bill with 3 sacks in any game since Jordan Phillips did it on October 6th, 2019, 5 years ago. Pretty impressive here as Arizona gets set to return the ensuing kickoff. DJ Dallas, Amari DiMercato deep to return.
This Highmark crowd is always juiced up for every Bills home game, but I feel like these openers are almost generally a different level of excitement. And look, Arizona sucked the life out of this crowd early on. They were efficient on offense. They forced an early turnover. And because of that, the energy in the stadium wasn't what we were quite expecting. But as we see it now, and as we definitely hear it, this Highmark crowd is into it.
Josh Allen has now tallied his 4th career game with 2+ passing and 2+ rushing touchdowns, tying Steve Young for the most all time. Kick is up and away, fielded at the 5 by Dallas, out to the 20, to the 25, 30, breaks through a hole, still on his feet. Tyler Bass to slow him down, and he does not. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he's in to the end zone for the touchdown. Unbelievable. Kick return for a touchdown by Arizona, and they have cut the lead to 31-26. A shocker here in Orchard Park.
He got a crease there and then just took off. I mean, the last man of defense there was Tyler Bass. He's unable to get him down, and DJ Dallas is off to the races. And look, when the NFL did this dynamic kickoff, they knew that there would be more returns, bring the kickoff back into play. And because of that, we see a touchdown here. We saw a big return early in the game by Codrington. And with Arizona down 5, they're going to line up here and go for 2 to try to make this a 3-point game.
Officially a 96-yard kick return for a touchdown. DJ Dallas signed with the Cardinals in free agency after beginning his career with the Seahawks. And now, as Eric said, Cardinals going to go for 2 here to try to make this a field goal game. Down 5, trying to make it 3. Murray in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. Connor the lone setback to the left of Murray. Here's the snap. Give us to Connor, and he's in. Untouched. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a field goal game with 8:31 left.
Talk about killing some momentum. You give up that touchdown return right as you make this a 10-point lead. And now it's back to a 3-point game. This Bills offense is going to get the ball right back, though. And this Arizona defense was just on the field for a good amount of time on that touchdown drive. They need to take advantage of what should be a fairly fatigued Arizona defense.
You are correct, Eric. No rest for the Arizona defense. They'll obviously take the points. But there's plenty of time left in this one at 8:31. Bills could use a clock-consuming drive here that results in points.
And right now, Josh Allen's on the sideline getting, I guess it's his left hand or his left wrist taped up. I'm assuming on that touchdown when he jumped over the defender into the end zone and then got hit pretty good. I'm assuming that's what happened on his left hand. Not good news when you consider that could impact ball security.
We also see Mitch Trubisky taking snaps. He's taking snaps right now from Will Clapp. So we're going to have to see what's going on here. They were trying to let Josh take snaps with that left hand. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. Let's go downstairs to Sal.
Yeah, guys, that's something for sure to keep an eye on. As we do that, the Bills are going to come out of this one here to put their their kickoff return group on, up 3 points in this one. Let's take a look at the scoreboard around the NFL. The Steelers lead the Falcons 15-10. Vikings all over the Giants 28-6. Jaguars over the Dolphins 17-14. Patriots now lead the Bengals 16-10. The Bengals have cut it closer there. Texans in a tight one with the Colts. They lead 22-20 in Indianapolis. The Titans lead the Bears 17-16. How about the Saints all over the Panthers right now 40-10. That is your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Analyzing this tape job that we're getting a good close-up view on the CBS broadcast, it looks like they're kind of weaving the tape in between his fingers and on his hand, and when we saw him go into the end zone, his left hand was under his right elbow. and it put a lot of pressure. Josh is a big quarterback. That's a lot of weight going right down on your hand. I'm not sure if this is, potentially something pretty severe, but Mitch Trubisky there getting some snaps, warming up on the sideline. And look, I mean, if it's hurting to get an under center snap,
just take shotgun, right?
Shotgun, but is the hand good enough to just then catch it, in the shotgun snaps? And so right here, this is the time of the game where you want to be able to run the football with your running backs. You don't need to rely on Josh Allen to be running the football anymore in this one. And we'll see how that hand impacts the rest of this game. And that's not what you want to see. You mentioned it earlier. The Bills have a short turnaround play in 4 days here against the Dolphins. And now we got a dinged-up Josh Allen here.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 8:31 left. Ray Davis, Brandon Codrington back to return for Buffalo. As for about the 6th time today, the ball is blown off the tee. So Matt Prater will put it back on the tee, and we'll hope for the best. The other thing to talk about, too, and we'll get to this after this kick return, Eric, is ball security in that left hand with tape on it. Probably not as good as bare skin.
No, not at all. And so when you're running the football, especially if you're running towards the left, you want to have that ball in your left arm towards the sideline. Likely going to be all right hand for him the rest of the game.
That kickoff goes 8 yards deep in the end zone. Codrington will take a knee, and the Bills will take it at their own 30. So Allen comes out with the rest of the offense, and we'll see how much under center and how much shotgun work he does.
Massive drive coming up for the Bills here. If they're able to make this a 10-point game again, you really like their chances of getting out of here with a victory here today after falling down 14 points early in this one. This is a monumental drive.
Ty Johnson into the game, and going to be to the left of Allen in the shotgun. The receiver to each side, Samuel in motion. They fake the whip screen to him. Getting away from pressure, Allen escapes the pocket, going to tuck it and run, fakes a throw, and now just slides after a 9-yard gain. And crowd wants a flag because Mack Wilson hit him after he gave himself up clearly. No flag on the play.
Just as I said, Josh wouldn't be running much the rest of this game. He scrambles out of the pocket, and he does take a shot late. He's on the ground, much worse than the untouched penalty we saw earlier called on the Bills, which extended what ended up being a touchdown drive for the Cardinals. And there, Sean McDermott just wearing out the official on the sideline.
Alec Anderson, the 6th offensive lineman in, as Allen's under center, hands it off to Cook. Big hole on the left side, through a hole, out to midfield, and a shoestring tackle saves it from being a longer run. There's a flag on the play, as they're going to call holding on Buffalo.
And it is late. I mean, the ball is 10, 12 yards down the field by the time they throw this.
2nd down.
That is awful. They're going to get Osiris Torrance there on the hold, and as we saw, I saw it as he went by, and Mack Wilson gets turned around on the play, but the official waited and watched how far the ball goes down the field, and then late decides to throw the flag. That's a little bush league there.
So now, after the penalty, it is 2nd and 18. Or no, sorry, we got 2nd and 8 here. Allen back to pass, completes the pass to Kincaid, out to the 42-yard line. That's a first down. Did I miss something? There was a holding call.
Yeah, so he was a few yards past the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so they marked it after the gain. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, so he was 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and so it only backs them up to 2nd and 8. Dalton Kincaid getting his first catch of the game, and I believe that's now 9 receivers, maybe 10 guys that have caught passes in this football game for the Bills.
2 tight end set, 2 receivers to the right. Cook alone set back, takes the handoff from Allen. Good penetration into the backfield by Mack Wilson, and that one's going to go for a loss of 3. Bring up 2nd and 13 with 6:45 and counting.
Yeah, 10 different guys have caught passes from Josh Allen in this one. It's definitely by committee approach now that you don't have Gabe Davis, you don't have Stephon Diggs. It's mainly by committee, and Mack Wilson makes another nice play there, shooting the gap, and brings down James Cook for a 3-yard loss.
Coleman out to the right side with Kincaid, Hollins and Shakir on the left, and now Samuel joins them in an empty set. Allen in the shotgun with 6:15 left. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Samuel on a tunnel screen. Out to the 45, 46, and they're going to mark him at the 47-yard line. Dennis Gardick on the tackle. That's going to bring up 3rd and medium here.
The Bills wanted to add more yards after the catch in the receiving core this offseason, and they've seen it. And they've seen it in this one. We've seen great runs after the catch, mainly by Khalil Shakir. You got 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bills, who in this game are 3 for 8 on 3rd down.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kincaid in the backfield along with Ty Johnson as they flank Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5 here on 3rd and 6. Takes the snap, back to pass, fires over the middle, but the throw is low to Johnson and incomplete. So the punt unit will have to come on for Buffalo, and the defense is going to have to make a stand.
And he lets this one go early to Ty Johnson, thinking that that's going to be enough for the first down. Ty Johnson kind of backing up as he's trying to catch the football, trying to inch closer to the first down. I thought he had Kincaid open on the left side for the first. Decides to go to Ty Johnson there, and now the clock stops with 5:28 left as the Bills are going to punt this ball away to the Cardinals.
Sam Martin back to punt. He's kicking into the wind to Greg Dortch. Goes with an Aussie-style punt. It's high. It hangs. They're going to let it bounce, and it bounces. Did it touch an Arizona player? No, it did not, say the officials, but the ball is down at the 19-yard line in Arizona territory with 5:17 left. Bills clinging to a 31-28 lead after the 34-yard punt, no return by Martin.
5:17 left in this one. This one's coming down to the wire. It looked like the Bills were in complete control of this game, and then the Bills give up the kick return for the touchdown. This Bills defense has played well here in the second half, only giving up a field goal here. We'll see if they can get another stop.
Murray in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Arizona 19. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff to Connor, throws a shot out to McBride, but he can't hold on to the football. It's incomplete. And there was pressure on the play there from A.J. Epinesa, forced the throw to be hurried a bit.
Yeah, they tried to set up another screen here. Screens have really hurt the Bills here. They have an aggressive up-the-field style of play with their defensive line. Generally will leave you susceptible to screen plays. There, luckily, A.J. Epinesa able to affect the pass, and the sure-handed Trey McBride unable to come down with that one.
2nd and 10 from the 19, 5:13 left. Bills up 31-28. Pistol look here from Arizona with Murray in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Back to pass, looking to the right side. Pass is batted down by Daquan Jones.
I've been waiting for a batted ball in this game. 5'10", maybe, listed at 5'10", Kyler Murray.
No way.
Sitting in the pocket there, and Daquan Jones bats that one down with about his elbow. Didn't even have to go full extension. So the Bills are going to bring in their dime defense here again. Let's see if the Bills can force a 3-and-out. That would be massive here. Cardinals have been efficient in this game, 6 for 10 on 3rd down.
Jamarcus Ingram, part of that dime package. Von Miller and Greg Rousseau on the edges. Amari DiMercato in the backfield with Murray. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and he trips and falls down. Von Miller going to get credit for the sack. Welcome back, Von Miller.
Jonah Williams went out of this game at right tackle for the Cardinals, and Beachum has got abused. Von Miller bull rushes him straight into lap of Kyler Murray as he tries to escape the pocket. He trips over the foot of Beachum. What a stop by this Bills defense.
Brandon Codrington back to return the punt for Buffalo. Snap is high, kick is away, and it's short. Codrington, it went out of bounds. Wow, not even on the field of play. It went out around midfield. Let's see where they mark it.
I thought he was going to put a booming punt
they're
out
walking
there.
into Arizona territory. They said it went out of bounds at the Cardinals 39. What a shank of a punt there by Gillikin.
It started, you called it, the high snap starts that, it puts it in motion, and the wind is whipping down towards the tunnel end of the stadium from left to right in front of us in the direction that the Cardinals were punting, and he just puts that one off the side of his foot. and that's a big break by the Bills. They're actually going to now put it at the 42-yard line of Arizona. Regardless, great starting position here for the Bills. James Cook down to only 3.4 yards per carry. He's been tackled for loss a number of times as these Arizona linebackers are firing downhill quickly.
That was a 28-yard punt by Gillikin. Cook the lone setback, Allen under center. Reggie Gillingham into the game on the left side of the formation. Hand off to Cook, cuts it back through a hole, over the 40, 35, and down to the 32-yard line. He's right near the first down marker. They're going to spot him at the 33. So it's a 9-yard gain on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Kaiser White on the stop.
Hey, a play that went past the line of scrimmage on the ground without a holding penalty. We haven't seen that a whole lot here in the second half, but it's a nice run there on first down. Now we have 4 minutes and 2 seconds left and counting left in this one. And if the Bills are able to keep this ball on the ground, they can churn a lot of this clock out.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. And now flags fly here.
Should be 12 men on the field on Arizona. Is that what they're going to call here?
Defense, too many men.
Yeah, there's 12 right now. There's still 12 out there.
First down.
So the nickel corner, Garrett Williams, was out there and wasn't supposed to be. They were in a base defense on 2nd and short.
Reggie Gilliam, the fullback, going to check into this game.
Alec Anderson in as well as the 6th offensive lineman here on 1st and 10 at the Arizona 28. Gilliam going to flip over to the left side of the formation as Allen's under center with Cook the lone setback. Hand off to Cook through the hole. Good patient running and down to the 21-yard line. So it's a gain of 7 on the play, as the Bills are going to be happy to salt as much of this clock away before hopefully putting more points on the board.
It'll be interesting to see when head coach John Gannon for the Cardinals decides to start using these timeouts. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left and counting now. And look, this Arizona defense, this is a time that you can really wear on them. The offense went 3 and out, then you have the kick return for the touchdown, then an offense 3 and out. That puts your defense on the field for way too long, and the Bills need to wear on this Arizona defense right now.
Heavy formation again for Buffalo. Anderson and the tight ends on the left side. Cook going to go that way, lowers his head, but good penetration by Arizona. They bottle that one up on 2nd and 3, and he got maybe a yard to set up 3rd and a long 2. Mac Wilson again on the stop. He's had a productive day for Arizona.
If I'm offensive coordinator Joe Brady, I'm talking to Sean McDermott right now. Hey, do I have 2 calls here if we don't get this one here on 3rd down? Because if so, I'm likely going to keep this ball on the ground to try and continue to chew up clock, and then also say, look, we're going to keep it going on 4th down if we don't get it and we get positive yards here.
Play clock down to 7 here as the Bills come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to hurry. 4, 3, 2. Allen in the shotgun 1. Gets the snap off. Fakes the handoff to Ty Johnson and is tackled in the backfield on the keeper as Kaiser White makes the tackle. That's going to bring up 4th and 3, and the field goal unit will come on for Buffalo. That's going to keep it a 1-score game even if he makes it here, Eric.
Yeah, right there I may use timeout if I'm Sean McDermott. When you have your back up against the play clock, it just allows the defense all to jump the snap, and we saw it there.
It's the 2-minute warning here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction, concrete equipment, forklifts, telehandlers, and a whole lot more. Skyworks Equipment Rental has the right construction equipment and tools you need to get the job done. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and delivering to job sites nationwide, you can trust Skyworks to deploy equipment when and where you need it. To rent, purchase, or to schedule service for your own equipment with our factory-trained technicians, visit SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota Trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all...
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Please share this link out to your friends, Bills fans, football fans. Share the link out. Get your friends into this chat. Let's go. Let's get more people in here chatting it up about the Buffalo Bills. And let's have some fun here during week one. We're growing a huge community here. We're going to be live every single game right here on TSI, every game of the Buffalo Bills. Tell your friends. Let's get this chat growing and popping off. And hey, let's go Buffalo! All right, enough of that. No more singing from me. See you in the chat.
The resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Lake Hour Premium Tequila and Vodka Hard Seltzers, Geneseo, New York.
By the New York State Office of Mental Health. Get the help you need, dial 988.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
And by Haynes Supply. From our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Tyler Bass with a 39-yard attempt from the left hash into the wind. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. Tyler Bass has got his mojo back. He has been perfect today on a windy, blustery September afternoon here in Orchard Park as the Bills extend their lead to 6 with 1:56 left, 34-28.
Chris, in that situation, 4th and 3, do you like their decision to just take the points, make it so Arizona has to score a touchdown here? I mean, I'm considering going for that.
Right.
You can essentially ice the game if you're able to pick that one up. I understand Arizona has 3 timeouts left, but to me, 4th and 3, you put yourself in a position where then you can dictate the rest of the game instead of giving the ball back to Arizona here. I don't know. It's probably a coin flip.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, your total drive time there, guys, was 5 plays, 21 yards, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. That's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, we all know what happened the last time the Bills kicked off, going the same direction. They're going to have to make sure they're really on top of things here to not let the Arizona Cardinals out with 1:56 left.
Greg Dortch. And is that DJ Dallas back there? It is.
Yep.
Greg Dortch and DJ Dallas, who just returned one 96 yards to the house on the last kickoff. Maybe Sean McDermott feels good about the way his defense has played of late. That could be a factor here too, Eric.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And, they haven't given up a touchdown since the 3rd drive of the game way back early in the 2nd quarter. So you feel pretty good about how your defense is playing. But regardless, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
I just brought it up for a little discussion.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's a worthy debate for sure.
And I think if they would have got it to 4th and 1, it likely becomes a very easy decision. Although you go QB sneak with Josh Allen with his hand all taped up, that's no guarantee either.
Sam Martin had to hold the ball, and unfortunately, the line drive kick by Tyler Bass goes over the sideline, giving Arizona the football at their own 40-yard line. Oh, my.
At the 40-yard line, first down.
Tyler Bass has had an excellent day kicking the football, but that is clearly not what the Bills wanted.
No, it's not. And look, that's a big mistake. The Cardinals earlier came up short of the landing zone and gave the Bills the ball at the 40. And now Arizona gets it here as well. Great starting position here. Minute 56 left in this one. Arizona with 3 timeouts. Bills with 2 and a 6-point lead, 34-28.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right, along with the tight end McBride. Here's the snap to Murray in the shotgun. Back to pass, firing deep down the sideline, in and out of the hands of Michael Wilson. And on the scene was Taylor Rapp to separate him from the football, incomplete.
Yeah, Taylor Rapp flying in to make the play, likely caught the eyes of Michael Wilson. And that's a big drop there by Wilson. that was going to be a big gain. He was open down the sideline. It was a really nice throw by Kyler Murray.
Arizona going with the wind here, so all options open in their passing game. 2 receivers to the left with the tight end McBride, 1 to the right, and now McBride moves left to right in motion. Murray in the shotgun, play clock down to 6. Takes the snap, over the middle, complete to McBride, out to the 45. Tackled by Terrell Bernard. Rasul Douglas also there to help out. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 here with 1:38 left and counting. Arizona has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Quick on the ball, takes the snap, out to the left flat, complete to Dortch for a first down. Up the sideline into Buffalo territory and out of bounds at the 43-yard line as Cam Lewis forced him over the sideline.
Just too much cushion out there on the sideline. Michael Wilson it was on the outside of Cam Lewis, kind of walling him off from being able to get out to the exterior, and allows Kyler Murray an easy pitch and catch on the outside.
Dortch stops the clock with 1:28 left. Murray in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, as they go with an empty set here. As Connor comes out to the right side to make it 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Looking over the middle, complete to McBride, tackled immediately by Williams as he gets to the 39. But it's enough for a first down. 2nd and 6 here. After the gain of 4, snap to Murray. Pumps, now looks to his left, still trying to find somebody. Has time, throws it to the right sideline, complete to Dortch, and he's leveled by Dorian Williams. Is the clock going to continue to run? Yes. He did not get over the sideline. 55 seconds. Ball spotted at the 32, 1st and 10. Murray in the shotgun, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking for an open receiver, and it's dropped by McBride, the tight end. In coverage there on the play was Greg Rousseau. Good hustle play there by the defensive end.
Last couple plays, the Bills have had poorly timed blitzes from the second level that haven't even gotten close. Lucky to not give up big plays on those. There they bring pressure off the right side of Arizona, and Greg Rousseau drops off the other side and makes a nice play there.
40 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Murray in the shotgun, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And now Higgins, the tight end, comes to the right side. Bills showing blitz, and they do. Murray back to pass, and it's incomplete. Dortch, the intended receiver, over the middle. He's saying there was contact, but it was incidental. He tripped feet with Cam Lewis and fell to the turf, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Bills brought blitz again. Cam Lewis one-on-one in the middle of the field with Dortch, and there was contact there. The officials let him play on, and it's 3rd and 10 coming up for Arizona. This Highmark crowd is going to make it very difficult for Arizona to communicate here.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rousseau and Von Miller into the game here on 3rd and 10 with 36 seconds remaining. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Connor, and he's wrapped up at the 30-yard line by Dorian Williams, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called here by Arizona.
They're first of the half.
With 31 ticks left on the clock. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital helps get kids back to being kids. All right, so what are they dialing up here, Eric, on 4th and long?
Well, interesting play call there. I understand you're just trying to get back to maybe a 4th and manageable, make it a little easier pickup. You're going to drop back and pass. If the Bills are in zone, you're hoping that Kyler Murray can find one of those openings in this Bills secondary again. And then if you're sitting there and he's back there and he can't find one, he's going to take off and try and use his legs. And we've seen Bobby Babich continually bring pressure here in the second half, especially on 3rd downs. We'll see if he dials up another one here.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Bills in a dime package. Ingram on the field. Murray in the shotgun on 4th and 7. 32 seconds left. Bills up 34-28. Crowd getting into it, trying to make it hard to communicate for Arizona. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Murray heaves it down the left sideline. Looking for a receiver. Dortch. It's incomplete. Jamarcus Ingram in coverage, and some help from Damar Hamlin. It's a turnover on downs. That should be the ball game with 26 seconds left.
Bills bring 6, force Murray to throw off his back foot in the pocket, and Dortch unable to make a play down the field, and the Bills are going to get out of Orchard Park here today with a 6-point victory and a gutsy performance. A gutsy performance where just a nightmare of a start for this Bills team. They fall down 17-3 in this one, but they're going to get out of here with a victory as people are now funneling up the aisles towards the exits.
Allen lines up in victory formation on 1st and 10 from the 30, takes a knee, and that will run out the remaining clock as we are going to count out the final 20 seconds here. And the Bills are going to escape with a 34-28 victory in come-from-behind fashion. As Eric told you, Bills down 17-3 in the first half, and they come all the way back. They actually had an 11-point lead, Eric, where things looked safe, up 31-20. But a 96-yard kick return on the ensuing kickoff by Arizona made it interesting down the stretch.
A little too interesting. They almost got back in that Hail Murray spot that we saw the Bills against the Cardinals.
We didn't want that.
And they throw that deep ball down the sideline to Dortch, and you almost have your stomach drop thinking about, is this going to happen to us again? But the Bills are able to get out of Orchard Park with a victory. And look, these opening weekends, when you don't see much in the preseason, it's not that easy to prepare for teams. Everybody's generally pretty healthy. You're going to see a lot of tight games, and the Bills, with a gutsy performance, to get this victory.
Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal with one of the defensive stalwarts of today's effort.
One heck of a game for Greg Rousseau. 3 sacks for you, Greg, today, plus the forced fumble that really swung the game a little bit later when your team was down. Tell me about how it happened for you today.
Really just my teammates out here, and I just want to give God all the glory for the success, you know what I'm saying? My teammates playing out there with me. It's just 11 dudes flying to the ball and all working together. We have a 4=1 mindset up front, and we got the win, so we're happy about it.
Take me into the mindset when you're down.
Have to beat us with getting the ball to the receivers and just challenging them in coverage. That's it.
Greg, congratulations. Heck of a game.
Sure, appreciate that.
Got it. Greg Rousseau, 3 sacks, plus the forced fumble on the 3rd sack for him on today's game. Boy, it's never easy down here in the NFL, and especially against the Arizona Cardinals. It comes down to the final few plays once again here today. But this time, the Buffalo Bills are on the winning end. 1-0 to start the year in Miami on Thursday night for a division game against the Dolphins. A quick turnaround. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Sal. We're going to pause 10 seconds here for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Stay tuned for the post-game coaches podium interview, which is brought to you by Northtown Kia, Western New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop northtownkia.com. Well, Eric, Josh Allen, a heck of a performance here. It's not going to be eye-popping in terms of stats, but 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 touchdowns passing. He accounts for the majority of the scoring here for Buffalo today.
Yeah, he had a heck of a performance and really just was limited with possessions in the first half. They forced the sack fumble early in the game on the Bills' first drive, and then they put up points on their next 3 possessions and were efficient throughout this game. I mean, Josh Allen finished the game 18 of 23 in this game. Really efficient performance, puts in another 2 touchdowns with his legs. You get down that tight red zone, it's hard to account for Josh Allen.
And then the defensive effort, Eric, after going down early, they really locked things down. You know, they give up 17 points in the first half. When it's all said and done, it's 34-28 at the end of the game. Really 11 points the rest of the way. That's a pretty good showing.
11 points with 8 of them coming off a kick return. And I mentioned on the broadcast, I liked what Bobby Babbage did in adjusting his game plan. And he kept it simple early, wanted his guys to be able to play fast, a lot of new faces. Well, when that wasn't working, okay, now it's time to dial up the pressures, and he sure put the heat on Kyler Murray there in the second half.
So the Bills improved to 1-0 to start the season, and they improved to 6-2 in home openers under head coach Sean McDermott with a 34-28 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. Like to thank our outstanding crew here on site in Orchard Park and back in our Amherst, New York studios. First, our spotters, Mike Mullane and Mark Murphy. Parabolic microphone, Ed Schaefer. On-site engineering, Todd Large. Game day production, Todd Brody. Program scheduling and den mother to us all, Mary Jane Smith. Senior fader flyer and button pusher of our Rochester flagship, Michael Moran. Network engineer, Derek Abbey. Chief engineer, Tom Matty. Director of engineering, Al Maranka. Director of sports sales, Jill Kowalski. Program director, Alan Davis. Master of the running spinnaker, Tim Wenger. Network game day producer, Zach Jones and TJ Luckman. And your executive producer is Greg Harvey. Want to remind you, we're going to be right back on the Bills Radio Network in 4 days' time, coming to you from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where the Bills will have their first division contest on Thursday Night Football, kickoff at 8:15 p.m., just 4 days from now, and Eric and I will join you in South Florida. But for now, the Bills 1-0 to start the season with a 34-28 victory over the Arizona Cardinals. For Eric Wood, this is Chris Brown saying so long from Highmark Stadium, where your final once again, 34-28, Buffalo over Arizona. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards going to see your favorite team in the playoffs. Progressive cannot guarantee that you can go see your favorite team in the playoffs. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, but we cannot guarantee that your favorite team will make the playoffs or even finish with a winning record. They could easily lose more than half their games and finish in the cellar because they stink badly and haven't made the playoffs in years. Savings? Very possible. Playoffs? Highly doubtful. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates. Not available in all states. We cannot be held liable for your favorite team's terrible and frankly embarrassing performances now or ever.
Lowe's knows to start fall projects, you need reliable outdoor power equipment from Ego. Right now, get your choice of a select 56-volt blower or chainsaw for $249. The 56-volt technology powers over 80 tools, so you can switch from blowing leaves to cutting trees with ease. Save time and money with Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Valid through 10/2. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Item number 5207558 and item number 4354078.
After an accident, life can be scary, stressful, tricky. You need Richmond Vona to help navigate the process. The team at Richmond Vona provides high levels of support so you get the settlement you need and the new beginning you deserve. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona. Call 716-600-HURT. That's 716-600-4878. Or go to richmondvona.com. 192 Seneca Street, Buffalo, New York. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
When you need a knee or hip replacement, you know it. If you're in pain and unable to do the things you love, the orthopedic teams at Kenmore Mercy and Sisters Hospital, St. Joseph's Campus, provide nationally recognized joint replacement services that can eliminate chronic pain and improve your quality of life. Our advanced procedures, low complication rates, and on-site rehab allow for the best outcomes and a faster recovery. Over 80% are home in less than a day. Catholic Health, the right way to care.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Ready! Buffalo Bills game day on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. All right, here we go. We gotta have a drive. 23 left.
1, 2, 3. It's time for the postgame show with Shope and the Bulldog.
Hi there, welcome back. It's week 1 in the books now. The Bills over Arizona at Highmark Stadium, 34-28. Mike Shope and the Bulldog with you. This is, have you ever counted how many years of post-game shows this is? It's 24 years for me, but there was one where I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So what would that, let me carry the one.
Yeah,
23.
Well, yeah, I'm the same. I haven't thought about it in a while. I did mornings for a couple of years when WGR first became an all-sports station. But so it's going back to 95. I've done post-game every year except for, I think, 2000 and 2001.
They've had some, in recent years, kind of easy times. The Rams opener in 2022 when the Rams were celebrating their Super Bowl win. In the drought years, there were some, it ranged from okay and maybe even a little bit exciting to absolutely maddening. These are different times. This is a team that has very high expectations. They drew an opponent today that was kind of the opposite in how they are sort of a little bit hyped, but haven't been very good. And Arizona gets out in this game 17-3. But the Bills, very much to their credit, come back and win it 34-28. How good do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I wouldn't be able to cop to feeling great. But we talked about style points and, would you takes, in the weeks and months really leading up to this game, but especially this week, what if it's, 20-17, 27-20? Yeah, just give me a win, right? I think this team is going to have a lot of things to work on as they move forward. There's just so many new faces in important places. Think about the final play of the game, right? Who's on the scene to break up that pass? Jamarcus Ingram and Damar Hamlin. That's kind of jarring.
Which,
right?
To their credit as well, but man, Arizona let them off the hook a lot. I mean, you've got the Harrison play where he's wide open on the right sideline and, handoffs to James Conner and passes into double coverage like that. Don't they know their quarterback can move? Isn't that easily, especially this year probably, and certainly today, like by far the Bills' best weapon is, whether it's designed or not, Josh Allen running. I mean, 2 more rushing touchdowns today. What's that, 20, including last season in the playoffs? I mean, just incredible. The Cardinals play like they don't know Murray can run. Which is, if you're playing against them, you're happy about that.
And I would say they did the Bills a bit of a favor throwing it to the littlest guy in the league. On that last play, who was also double covered. Like, Marvin Harrison Jr. maybe on a contested catch type situation, game on the line, maybe that's the guy you want running that route and getting targeted with that ball. But whatever. Hey, Ingram and Hamlin made the play. I mean, Ingram especially was there on the scene and got an arm in there. So I'm not criticizing them being there. I'm just saying it's, after 7 years of Hyde and Poyer being on the scene to break up plays like that to preserve wins, it's like, whoa, who's here? It's a new team, and so I make that point on the heels of saying I think there's going to be a lot. This team is going to be evolving, I think, more than recent Bills teams have as the year goes on, simply because I think guys are going to be showing who they are and what they're capable of. And like we've talked about a lot, I'm not even sure the Bills in-house know exactly what they have and who they should be relying on, but they got there. Coleman made a really nice catch on a contested ball late to get them set up for their last touchdown. So that's gratifying. But it's going to, I feel like, just a work in progress is what we're going to have, maybe on both sides of the ball.
And that, as you're saying, is to be expected. The important thing, of course, is to win, and they did. Greg Rousseau is somebody who has been here. It's a while ago now, but a couple of big plays in the third quarter to help the Bills turn things around. A couple of big, one sack, and then maybe they both were, but the forced fumble on Murray as well. Like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be what we dwell on. I know it shouldn't be, but if we're Arizona right now, like, what happened to Marvin Harrison? Like, he came very close to just zeros today. One almost seemingly obligatory pass, the pass after he dropped one. And then, like, all right, we get the ball. We're down 6 under 2 minutes. This is it. And they never even looked at him. I mean, I can say looked at him because he was open. And, the Bills are very fortunate. I think strategically as well, kicking that field goal to go up 6 is a known bad idea under 2 minutes because the Cardinals are in 4-down mode. Then they have to be. And, they didn't get there, so you got away with it. But, here we go. Like, this was going to be a year where I think probably at best you just have to pull out these close games. There are still fans, as we know from conversations we've had during the week, taking calls from fans who think like the Bills have some problem because they have not been more successful in close games. I'm sure there are a lot of people who think that. What's this?
That's one goes on the list of a win within 6 points or less, right? That's the final margin, 6 points. So I guess if you're concerned about that aspect of it, maybe you can feel good about them standing up at the end and getting a play and not allowing Arizona to steal the game away from them. I guess these two teams only know how to play games that come down to the final seconds. Last time they played, of course, Murray got them, and we were 35, 40 yards away from that happening again.
Right. But that's another thing about the way the game ended. Like, the Bills would have given them plays over the middle, like three timeouts. Wow, it's an escape for me. Bills 34, Arizona 28. We'll have Sean McDermott's post-game press conference coming up. It'll be brought to you by Northtown Kia, Western New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop at northtownkia.com. We may hear from Josh Allen as well. The numbers are not, huge or anything for Allen today, but, he didn't throw an incompletion until the second half. It was 2 for 2 with 2 minutes to go in the first half, incredibly. Yeah. But ultimately, Allen, as usual, makes the plays that were needed. 232 and 2 through the air, and then 2 more on the ground. He starts the 2024 season basically as it's ever been. Just the touchdowns and the big plays from Josh Allen today. We will look for your calls at 716-803-0550. Sean McDermott and reaction from fans as we go through the day. Thanks for being with us. The Bills win the opener 34-28. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog here. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
The Buffalo Bills post-game show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Fiegel, Carr & Joyce, your border attorneys.
By Freed Maxit, a top 100 accounting and consulting firm in the nation.
By ECMC, go where the Bills go.
By Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business.
And by Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
My attorneys at the Barnes firm settled my job accident case for 65 times more than insurance said they'd pay. Glad I called.
After a car rear-ended me, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $800,000.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
I called. My case was worth $600,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo.
Hey, football fans, thanks for hanging out with us today for this Week 1 matchup. The NFL season is here. The Buffalo Bills hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Please take a moment and check to see if you have hit that like button. If you have, thank you very much. If you haven't, please hit it. It helps us bring more fans here into the chat to chat with the Bills and cheer these Bills on today, because we need to get a victory here in Week 1 and start the march all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's go, Bills! Thank you for hitting that like button, and we'll see you back in the chat.
Into summer with a Honda CR-V and Accord. Your fun-to-drive, weekend getaway vehicles. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So hurry in to the Honda Summer event.
For great deals, visit your local Upstate Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-hey-hey. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Hi, welcome back. Bills over the Cardinals 34-28. Mike Schopp and the Bulldog to the stadium. Here's Josh Allen.
Post route at the goal line, elected to run, but after looking at that, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to trust the kid and let him do what he does, and made a great play there.
You guys, you're down 14 early, things weren't going well, but is this kind of a testament to been there, done that before for you guys?
For sure, and I think you look at us offensively, you know, they did a good job of holding on to the football and running the ball well and kind of controlling the game. You know, we felt like we barely touched the ball, but we felt like we were constantly in the green. We were ahead of the sticks we've got the one fumble by me that can't happen, and then we got a few penalties that pushed us back there. So need to clean those things up, but, we felt like we were rolling pretty well on offense.
9 different players had a reception in this one all preseason. You've talked about just whatever. Guys are going to make plays. It doesn't matter who it is. To see it actually come to fruition in a regular season game, how validating is that?
Oh, it's great. Everybody's going to find a way to get their touches. And, again, I don't know what the stats were and who caught how many and how many completions I had, but it felt like every time I looked up, it was somebody new finding a way to get open and catch the ball. And I thought Joe did a great job of calling the game. Obviously want to get some guys more touches to get them going, but it's hard to argue with the results that we've got right now.
Khalil found the end zone today. His ability to maintain his balance through contact seems just incredible. From your perspective, what allows him to maintain his balance in those situations where he's bumped around?
Yeah, it's his ability to drop and sink his hips. His balance control is pretty off the charts. He finds ways to kind of bounce off of guys. And he did a great job on that one. He, throughout the game, finding ways to get open, catching, hard catches, making contested catches, and then, again, run after catch, being tough with the football in his hands, and it was good to see.
Josh, can you give your description of your airborne touchdown, just from your perspective?
Oh, yeah. Just kind of, again, split-second situations. The first rushing touchdown, I kind of lowered the shoulder, knowing that was a corner. The second time, I know it was Buddha, and Buddha's he's a good player, and he'll lay the boom on you, so I decided to go up and over, but, probably can't make a living doing that, but here we are.
What did you see on the Hollins touchdown? Look like the opponent's.
Yeah, they went 0. We had an alert along with the play, so it was a good call by Joe, and found a way to alert it. We've repped that play quite a bit of times, and the job there is get inside and give them a catchable ball, and Mac did a great job of doing that and scoring a touchdown.
Josh, what does starting with a win do for a team?
It just puts you in front of the chains. It really does. Losing and playing catch-up's no fun. So again, 1-0 is what we're trying to do each week, and we got a short week going to a division rival in Miami. And got to have a quick turnaround, watch the film on this one, and find a way to turn the page tomorrow and start getting ready for them.
Josh, 33 carries overall for the offense. I know that traditionally has not been the way this offense. What does that do for you as a quarterback when you guys are that efficient running the ball?
Yeah, again, staying in front of the chains, when we can run the ball like that, we're going to find success because it helps play action. It helps our O-line not just sit and pass set in a game. It allows us to do different things and have different personnel and force their hand, whether they want to play base or nickel, to some of our personnels. And, we can still feel like we can pass out of those personnels, even having guys like Reggie, Q, and Alec, for that matter, being our jumbo tight end. But again, it just keeps defenses on their toes and allows us to be two-dimensional.
What is the message when it's 17-3? I know you guys probably are, stay patient, we can turn this around, but is it as simple as that? Because,
it's just don't blink. Been here before. Again, we knew that we were getting the ball at halftime. So we get the ball, finding a way to score points before and after the half, and Coach McDermott preaches that all the time, and that's good situational football by our guys.
Josh, you've been in that position.
They're pretty disappointing. It really wasn't anything that we were doing. It should have been cleaned up, and we'll look forward to cleaning those up.
Josh, you've been in that position several times during your career. How important is it to score before halftime when you're getting the ball back after the half?
It's huge. It's still in a possession. Keeps your defense fresh. And offensively, if you find something, you score, you keep that momentum going, you get the ball, and you go score again. That's really huge and really affected the outcome of the game today.
Josh, what happened to your hand exactly, if you could tell us? And when the adrenaline wears off, is there any concern that this could be something that gives you trouble on a short week?
Again, we'll find out. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a doctor, but just kind of landed on it. Thank you, guys.
Josh Allen and the Bills over the Cardinals 34-28. A quick look at the Skyworks stats of the game. Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. Allen 18 for 23, 232, 2 touchdowns. The Bills ran 33 for 130. I'm not sure if that's efficient, but they were definitely into running the ball today. I'm not sure how that's much of a surprise either, given the matchup and everything that's changed with this team. What happened at the end of last season? as well. Keon Coleman led the way, 4 for 51. Khalil Shakir, 3 for 42 and a touchdown catch. Also a touchdown catch for Mac Hollins. Dalton Kincaid, 1 for 11. We've been spending the entire summer trying to figure out the receiving pecking order for the Bills, and I don't know. Maybe there really isn't one. Kyler Murray for Arizona, 21 for 31, 162, and a passing touchdown, 5 for 57 on the ground. James Conner, 16 for 50 on the ground. Greg Dortch, 6 for 47. Marvin Harrison Jr. in his NFL debut, 1 for 4. Mike Shope and the Bulldog here. Sean McDermott coming up, and we'll look for your calls too. Getting connected with the fans, brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Buffalo Bills. Mike Shope and the Bulldog here. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Hey, it's Bulldog here. Football season means enjoying great food cooked on the grill. Stop in at Dash's Market for their awesome homemade sausage, steaks, burgers, salons, or Wardy's hot dogs, and their great selection of beer and seltzers. Look for their specials online or in store. Check out Dash's quality produce, fresh baked goods, local deli brands, and delicious foods from Marketside Cafe. Visit Dash's on Klein in Williamsville, Maine in Clarence, Colvin in Kenmore, and Hurdle Avenue in North Buffalo. Shop the family of Farmer Foods. Dash's Market, serving Western New York for over 100 years.
What it do, Buffalo? It's Deion Dawkins here. You know, I've literally seen firsthand the incredible work at Northland Workforce Training Center.
And now you can support that work by joining Northland's silent auction. Bid on amazing items like overnight hotel stays, dinner with Deion Dawkins, happy hour with Sal Capaccio, tickets to pro sports games, autographed memorabilia, and more. But hurry, visit northlandwtc.org today. The auction ends on September 13th.
Score big with Northland Workforce Training Center.
If you've been crossing the border with a DWI or other offense on your record, make no mistake, you've been lucky.
Jamie Fiegel of Fiegel Car and Joyce.
Eventually, the truth will come out, and you could end up in an embarrassing situation with friends, family, or even coworkers. Let our team at Fiegel Car and Joyce ensure that your past doesn't impact your future ability to cross the border into Canada.
Call Fiegel Car and Joyce at 810-2121 or at yourborderattorneys.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
The Buffalo Bills postgame show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By the Barnes Firm. Car crash? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up.
By Upstate Honda Dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
And by Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bills fans. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Has time, looking deep down the right sideline for Coleman, and he's got it! Caught at the 5-yard line! That's what the top pick's here for.
That's a 28-yard Josh Allen to Keon Coleman completion as we turn to the Eye on the QB feature here, brought to you by Great Lakes Building Systems. We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business. Allen talked a lot. It was a lot of talk on the pregame shows, on TV. Certainly, we've heard him talk about it. I've never had a guy with this skill set. Well, he knew how to use it. Back shoulder there, down the sideline. Coleman made the adjustment, made the catch. They tried to double down there and get Coleman his first NFL touchdown on an end zone fade, but Allen put the ball a little bit too far toward the back of the end zone. I think if it had been at the front corner of the end zone, maybe Coleman would have been able to make that catch on the subsequent play. But nonetheless, good to see the rookie come through, catch the ball cleanly, and make a contribution here on the first day of the season, because we all know Xavier Worthy had 2 touchdowns on Thursday, and Stephon Diggs also had 2 touchdowns today, at least at last check for the Houston Texans. 2. Okay, thank you. So Coleman, wasn't a splashy day, but still, that's a nice 28-yard gain there, and the Bills didn't do a lot of business down the field. That was really the lone example of it.
Gabe Davis 3 for 62, but no touchdowns, Bulldog, if you want it. I mean, it's why Allen drafted him, right? Coleman, he's never really had a skill set like that, I guess. Davis might like a word, but very, good, if not amazing start for Coleman, because who knew just kind of what level of role he would have in this game. The Bills talked all offseason about spreading the ball around, and they absolutely did that. We will get to your calls next. Mike Shope and the Bulldog here. Sean McDermott to come as well. But first, a check of traffic. Here's Neil McManus.
Well, a lot of people just soaking up the atmosphere right now. Things not too bad. Clogged up around the stadium, as you can imagine. Abbott, Southwestern, Big Tree seeing heavy volume right now. Mile Strip, you're slowing down at McKinley. Also, you're going to pump the brakes quite a bit as you approach South Park. Heading northbound, you may want to use South Park Route 5, looking great right now as well. We are seeing some increased volume, of course, on the 219, especially at that 219 90 interchange at Ridge Road. Otherwise, no problems to tell you about at this point, but we are going to see that volume increase quite a bit over the next half an hour to an hour, I would assume. In WBEN Traffic Command, I'm Neil McManus. Traffic being brought to you by Paddock Chevrolet, with you for the extra mile.
The Bills go into week 2, or at least at this point we can say that, in a 3-way tie atop the AFC East. Miami, which was down all day, 10 points to Jacksonville, final seconds of the third quarter. Jacksonville going in for what probably would have been an insurance touchdown, but Travis Etienne fumbles as he reaches the goal line, ends up a touchback. Miami comes back and beats Jacksonville 20-17, an 80-yard pass to Tyreek Hill, who had a moment this morning in handcuffs after a traffic stop, but he plays and Miami pulls it out. And New England wins in Cincinnati, 16-10. Somehow. I don't know what happened with the Bengals. I know they always start bad, but I didn't see any of this game. Not pretty.
Either. No, they should have kept waiting all day for the Bengals to do something. just never really got around to it.
No, they did not get around to doing anything. Yeah. It turns out. So they lose at home to the Patriots, and that is rough. Let's take your calls. Apologies in advance if Sean McDermott starts talking. The mandate is we stop. Let's go to Neil. Hi, Neil.
Gentlemen, thanks as always for taking my call. I greatly appreciate it. So I think this was a classic example of Arizona losing more than Buffalo winning. There were 4 or 5 replays where you could see wide open receivers that Kyler Murray simply missed. But I'm going to start with the positive. I love.
But you just started with something else, though.
What was that?
You're not starting with the positive if you're saying all that before you start getting to the positive.
Okay, I started with that. Now I'm starting with the positive.
Okay, now you're going to the positive.
To be more precise, I thought Joe Brady's game plan was outstanding. It was conservative. It was controlled. And I like the fact that you didn't see Josh Allen make any of those deep interception hero throws. I mean, he had that one to Scantling, which he should have had on that deep post. But I thought it was a great game plan. I thought it was a good use of spreading the ball around. I thought Coleman had a solid, if unspectacular, debut. I like what I saw from the offense. And again, when you run the football, it opens things up in the passing game. So I was very happy with what I saw offensively, but I'm going to tell you something. I am very worried about this team defensively. You should not be giving up 28 points to the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray starts the game pretty much 11 for 12. The secondary is, there were so many times where receivers were wide open, and it looked like the D coordinator, the guys were just wide open waiting for the ball. There's a lot that has to be cleaned up, especially in the secondary. And we're going to be, the Dolphins are a big-time offense coming on a Thursday night. So, there's some issues to clean up defensively, but I think I was very pleased with the offense. I like the game plan. I hope they, continue trying to emphasize running the ball more to spread things around. And I think that I think we're going to have a lot of these, 30-23, 37-30 games. I just don't think the defense is good enough to stop big-time offenses.
Well, you're not going to have that many of those games if you want to run the ball all year. But, you did end up in one today. Arizona's kickoff return helped with that score, adding 8. But
Yeah, I think the Bills were exploited defensively early in the game, and look, yes, Marvin Harrison is running buck naked wide open with a chance to win the game with Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray, to my eyes, had time to find him and just didn't, and so you caught a break there, but the Bills were in tough early in this game, but they stabilized. I mean, you got a kick return touchdown there, that's it. I mean, that's Arizona's offense in the second half of this game. So, I mean, credit to them for making that play, but I thought the Bills adjusted well. And really, your walking off point, you shouldn't be giving up this many points to the Arizona Cardinals. Depends on what you thought of the Arizona Cardinals coming into the game. I thought they'd move the ball on the Bills. I think their skill players are nice. I am not a Kyler Murray fan, but he can be very good and very dangerous, and can be a lot to contain. So I'm not surprised that Arizona had some success moving the ball on the Bills. That doesn't mean I'm all set on defense either, but I think you're being